Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, holding on for life, feeding the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day you wanna stay out. You're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night.
doubt fills your head, but you have to fight again. So take one step, take another. Find the strength for your brothers. Erase the doubt with your battle cry, with your battle cry. You feel the earth move to the drum of steel boots. Banish the fear inside. You're strong enough that you don't have to hide. No, you don't have to hide. You're strong enough with your battle cry. Brings you to your knees. Rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life. Oh, never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. 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 Found me in the darkness. Now they see me shining. Calling me a goddess. Thunder and the lightning. I'm falling, I'm faster. Making my way back, I'm close to home. I'm fighting harder because I've come to claim my throne. Never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire. Gonna let it burn. turned my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do, what I do, what I do right now. What I do, what I do, what I do right now. For you, for you. If you want to do it, do it.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota's the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over.
Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him. They keep running in for GG.
I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
As soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Hello everybody and welcome, it's lower bracket time here. Vici Gaming taking on Newbee in the Chinese regional playoffs. I was about to say qualifiers there for some reason. No, we're in the playoffs. ESL 1 LA 2020 online tournament Lacoste. It is time, it is Dota time. Are you ready?
10 seconds.
I've forgotten to call Lacoste. Oh my goodness. That's a good start, guys. Right. So just a bit of background, we've got a few schedule changes which I was looking over just now. No games are going to be played tomorrow. We've got one lower bracket game today, and then Sunday we've got a double-header, best of 3, and then best of 5, lower bracket final, then grand final. Lacoste, the draft is underway. I definitely... oh, he's still being called. It would be a good idea if if I called him and he picked up. We got a bit distracted talking about Chinese Dota. But here we are, Vici Gaming, best of 3 against Newbee. Draft already underway. 4 bands aside, and he's not picking up. He's not. He's not picking up the phone call. Come on, buddy. Maybe it's just Discord having problems. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Dragonite and Void Spirit first up from Vici Gaming with Centaur Shadow Demon from Newbee as they start themselves off pretty strong with a couple of their big heroes. No Ancient Apparition picked just yet. Ogre being the ban out from Newbee. But we've seen a lot of AA Dark Willow going along with the Dragonite to get the long stun durations in the laning stage.
Hello, it's me.
Hello. I definitely remembered to phone you on...
No, I was like, why is nothing happening? You said ads rolling like 3 minutes ago. I know ads are not that long, so I just tab out like I'm discussing the draft with myself.
Oh no, I was doing the same thing. I was like looking at schedule, doing the GG Bet odds overlay and stuff. I was like, okay, right, this is stuff we're doing tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. I already explained we've got no games on Saturday, 2 series on Sunday. And then I was like, oh, hey, Lacoste, how you doing? And I looked at Discord and I was like, wait, we forgot something very important here. Oh, dearie
Alright, so
me.
let's go through some of these picks. Somehow, once again, Dragonite survives through the first banning phase and is first picked, of course. I expected maybe AA to be paired up with him. We've seen that combo quite a few times already in the safe lane. Centaur and Shadow Demon, these two are extremely strong together. And any percentage-based damage in this meta, where you pick a lot of strength heroes, and most of the time Timbersaw is banned out, works amazing. So Shadow Demon's Soul Catcher is going to be extremely effective.
Outcomes in Abaddon now. Interesting.
All right, it's a really good Phantom Lancer / Slark game for Vici Gaming if they want to pick it right now. Phantom Lancer might struggle a little bit against Shadow Demon and Disruption. In the mid-late game, it's very easy for Shadow Demon to create illusions with the cast range talent and Ether Lens, but Abaddon hates to play against Mana Burn.
And they do often play this Shadow Demon in like position 4 for Vici, right? Instead of being like a 5 for Faith. So very often gets, early Ether Lens and Aghanim Scepter, Force Staff, Glimmer Cape, all these big items pretty quickly. So what, Abaddon gets the Dispel onto stuns, Dragon Knight combinations that you were talking about, the AA or Dark Willow, which we've been seeing a lot of, not coming out. Instead, Keeper of the Light and then Omni Knight. So giving you that, giving you another Dispel, giving you some tankiness, even more so, onto someone like a DK, who seems pretty unkillable this game. You've got Kotl to reset fights with Will-O-Wisp, Void Spirit as that maneuverable in and out hero, Omni Knight as the kind of backup player.
Damage on Vici Gaming is pretty static. They have no burst, besides if Void Spirit uses 2 Astral Steps. It's also a good Slark game for Newbee. I just think that in this meta, especially in Chinese region, where they pick like no edgy heroes at all, like we've seen what's like 6-7 strength out of 10 heroes.
Yeah.
This is also one of the heroes that deals well with all these strength melee cores.
It gives you another save as well. So now you've got 4 heroes with 4 saves. Stampede, Disruption, Aphotic Shield, Astral, all being able to kind of get you out of fights, or at the very least delay a fight by a couple of seconds to get those reinforcements in. Which I feel like has been, we've been watching a lot of Chinese Dota. It's been great to see the kind of reactions of these teams bringing mass numbers to fights. There have just been, 6 heroes mid at the 4-minute mark for the runes. There's been 5v5s happening, before 10 minutes hits, basically, at the second rune spawns for bounties. All these teams really grouping up and playing together from a very early point.
True. Newbee's lineup doesn't really need to have any ults to take a fight. So they can reset the fight a couple of times with multiple saves, play around the GA, even though they have one way of dispelling it on a single target with Shadow Demon ulti, you still want to disengage. Also, they have a good ways of finding kills. Centaur to close the gap, Shadow Demon setting things up. I'm liking Newbee's lineup already.
Yeah, and they've shown how good they are at these kind of teamfight synchronization drafts where they're able to get up together, play off the back of each other. It kind of reminds me of the VP of like 2 years ago. Old VP, where they were so good at playing off the back of each other and just realizing what everyone's doing without heavily communicating, just feeling where the team fight's going. And there's your Slark ban Lacoste removed out in that final stage by Newbee.
They can get Phantom Lancer for themselves. Okay, so this is also a block pick, gives them some tower damage. Right now they were kind of limited. Centaur would retaliate, Abaddon with his passive. Like, you can't just slow siege that easily. Let's see what they're gonna go for.
Huskar.
All right, so cheesy stuff. Huskar and Omni Knight.
Cool. So PYW Void Spirit, DY Kotl. So that's a 4 Void Spirit.
Newbee didn't want to waste the ban on Phantom Lancer. Instead of they banned Slark. And with Shadow Demon and Lesh picks, they kind of blocked the Phantom Lancer pick. So it's pretty smart.
That's cool. And yeah, like being able to set up with all these spells, Astral, Disruption, you call the gap close with the Stampede into Splitter, Centaur Stomp, the saves I just love it. I actually just straight up love this Newbee draft. But Vici Gaming have the tanky Dragon Knight, the decent team fight from Kotl, a little bit of in and out from that Void Spirit, and of course Huskar is always a threat. If he's able to get out of that laning stage with a couple of items, they can most certainly play around him, that Roshan timing as well. It looks like it'll be the mid-lash And a safe lane OD here for Newbee.
They were having a discussion who's gonna have a better time against Huskar. Most of the time, Huskar is banned in the last phase or not picked, since there's a lot of good counters to Huskar.
Well, we'll see how things go. ESL 1 event, of course, with the Mercedes MVP. We've had votes starting to come in. We're going to take a quick look at the video before we get into the game proper. And back in we go. So yeah, lower bracket round 1 here. The victor of this best of 3 series goes up against eHome on Sunday. Pretty early in the morning. It looks like it's going to be a 7 a.m. CEST start. That's it's going to be bright and early. Then a best of 5 straight after that as well, as RNG are ready and waiting in that grand final slot after defeating eHome 2-1 yesterday. Into the game we go. I can change over the overlays. I'm not going to forget. No, good boy. And Lacoste, you liking Newbee's draft?
Yes, they can reset the fight multiple times. I always love the Shadow Demon and OD paired up together. So even if OD decides to go for like Aghanim Scepter, unlimited saves.
Unlimited saves. A Wizard playing Centaur. Oh look, he's got 1 shared Tango and he's got Ring of Taras queued up. No Ring of Protection, no little bits of items here and there. He's going straight for the big one.
We've seen 2 kinds of build. Either you just rush Ring of Tarask, or you get Ring of Protection, Quelling Blade, and then you farm a lot, skip Ring of Protection, get the Vanguard ASAP. One thing that Newbee does not have is attack speed to kill Will-O-the-Wisp.
Yeah, true. That is a little bit difficult, right? And what the 3 ranged heroes they've got, very focused on casting spells. They don't want to be stuck right-clicking a Will-O-Wisp for 2 or 3 seconds. So what's the reason for the switch-in build or the different build here from Wizard? Is it because you're against the Dragon Knight who has the natural sustain? You want to try and match the HP regen of the DK?
I think it's better against the Dragon Knight, since Dragon Knight has this Dragon Blood level 1. He's maxing that out in the laning stage, so you want to contest his region as fast as possible.
Nice disruption. Retaliate level 1 from Wizard, so no stomp, no follow through, just a bit of chip damage onto Eurus DK. Speaking of Eurus, he was yesterday anyway one of the top 3 in that Mercedes MVP from the Chinese Huya votes. I think he was in 3rd place between, and I was in 2nd place behind FY, and then there was maybe in there as well. 2 LGD players still in the MVP vote, even though LGD no longer in the tournament, knocked out in the group stage, of course. So top lane here.
All right, you're watching top lane, I'm watching mid lane. AQ already landed a pretty good stun, cut down Huskar's HP to half. Misses the second one.
Caster's Curse. You praise him. He misses the second one. So Yang Omni Knight up top against Mugi OD, Faith on the Abaddon, and PYW the 4 Void Spirit. Going to be manipulating creep waves, farming between tier 1, tier 2, it looks like. Huskar for Ori, AQ on the Lesh mid, as it looks like they're trading hits very aggressively there, trying to get the CS battle their way. And down bottom, Vici does have a disruption in a couple of seconds. DY taking a bit of a punishing on that Keeper of the Light with Eurus DK and Wizard on the Centaur. Kotl is pretty quick on his feet, 332 move speed. But boots first on Vici, more than making up for that. I really like the itemization here from Newbee down bot lane. Early ring
They
of Tarask,
adjusted
early
to
boots.
what they are playing against. And we've seen this battle, like Centaur is pretty much always on the top of net worth, gets the farm eventually. You do not want to harass him, build retaliate charges. Sadly, he's only level 1. They needed 1 extra creep. A little bit of missed timing.
It was so close though. Nice blinding light did push him back, but so close there to the disruption into Stomp.
One thing that OD hates to play against in the mid game is miss chance. He doesn't naturally build into MKB. The only way he deals with it is to go BKB. I'm wondering what the item build on Mugi is gonna be this game.
Yeah,
Like Force Staff seems extremely good. Sometimes I'm a big hater and a big fan of Aghanim Scepter.
Oh,
like
nice.
All right.
DY sidesteps. He doesn't get rid of that one though. 5 stacks up. They take down First Blood. What happened?
So
top
yeah, I was
lane?
talking
That was a
about
courier.
Aghanim Scepter on OD build. Sometimes it works magic. Sometimes it feels like you're not doing anything with it. I would prefer to have Force Staff in this game against Dragonite. They have pretty limited lockdown. Dragonite uses stun, or they put someone under Ether Remnant and they just push them away. So Force Staff is going to be a must-have item.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good for them. Mid lane, 16-1 on that Huskar, 13-3 Leshrac. So Ori with the double braces now, doing a pretty good job. Racing ahead in the last hits, but DY closing in on a kill, but Vici again has the boots, not only brown boots, but tranquil boots now up on the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to go back to region up. Tranquils plus a Celerity running on top of Tango. I expect us to see at least 4/5 heroes on the mid lane around 4-minute mark.
We can already see PYW's moving in. He's scouting out the high ground, looking for that transition. You know, you're mentioning the kind of rotations into mid being scouted out, but it's the move on to mid already there from Vici and AQ, forcing the TP from PYW. Not going to be able to find themselves a kill, but still good pressure onto Ori.
And this is the exactly thing they wanted to do. They wanted to put some pressure on the mid lane, force a rotation from Void Spirit, and they instantly start playing aggressive on the top lane.
Oh, Shadow Demon, oh, he's got a Tango to cut that tree. But PYW grabs the Haste Rune top. And DY just getting up in their faces a little bit around that first active rune spawn. When Huskar hits level 6, does he potentially have a kill opportunity on this Leshrac? He's able to jump in on top of him. AQ, not very tanky. Only one Fairy Fire there as kind of a burst regen. They're still looking for it. PYW is in behind with the Void Spirit, but they go with the Disruption Stun. Another TP from DY, trying to turn this one around, but unable to really capitalize on that aggression. 3 heroes from Vici Gaming here defending the Ori Huskar. And I guess it's okay, you know, Eurus not really bothered about this. He's sustaining bottom lane fine. Yang has died once up top, but it's an Omni Knight. He's pretty reliant on his skill set, doesn't worry too much about massive amounts of farm or dying a couple of times in laning stage.
Vici Gaming was like, yeah, we have 3 heroes, we can easily score a kill on the mid lane. Then they're like, shit, man, it's Keeper of the Light who's level 2, not doing anything, so no kill for you. But Keeper of the Light killed Centaur's Courier, which had a full Ring of Health on it.
Oh, Yang so close. The body blocks from PYW. Gets Yang out of there, and the salve. And so many couriers are dying, Lacoste. There's like ridiculous amounts of couriers dying.
Dragonite, different build than what we usually see. It's most of the time 1-1-3 build. But since position 4 Shadow Demon is missing a lot from the bottom lane, they're not even harassing him. So yours decides to go for more aggressive build.
Also different item build, right? No buckler, no soul ring.
No soul ring.
Bracer into treads is what he's aiming for, as Huskar TP's down to the outpost, and Wizard completely caught out. No stampede just yet, so Ori will be able to make this rotation worthwhile, get themselves a kill on that offlaner, and potentially double damage rune. Oh, Yang has died up top lane as well. Vici with that rotation.
One of the reasons why Dragonite is not going for soul ring, I guess, is he has Keeper of the Light to replenish his mana.
Very true. Keeper of the Light with a Quelling Blade. DY,
again.
Yeah, it's DY, right? He loves these Quellings on his supports. Well, if he does need to dip back into the jungle, he can kill some creeps a bit faster, but I think he just likes cutting trees. You joked about his APM, but I genuinely think he just likes finding little hidey holes in trees, like the way that Demon used to play his support heroes. Go and hide somewhere. Leech some experience as Vici deep behind the tier 1 mid. AQ chasing Ori, and well, they didn't really need Faith there, but they hunt down the Huskar and find a kill on him, while PYW might be the secondary target. He doesn't have a great way to escape. He has Resonant Pulse and Ether Remnant, so no Dissimilate. Level 2 Void Spirit trying to bail away from this, but 3 heroes against 1 is not a fight that he can take.
This is gonna be tower. Edict is ready. They're keeping Catapult alive. Couple more hits to silence the tower and get the extra attack speed. This is pretty big.
That's huge. DD Rune Lashrak, no glyph. They're pinging out the centaur bottom lane. They will jump onto Wizard with the help of the Dragon Tail. Now trying to split so the stomp doesn't come. And that Stampede just being held there. He didn't feel like he could escape from it.
He had 5 stacks of Burning Spear, so no point in using it. He would have died anyway. Ori making rotations as position 2 Huskar building into Armlet. Another courier died.
Yeah, I saw that one. I managed to catch a courier kill. It's all over the place. So Yang, level 5.5. Lagging behind a little bit compared to the rest of the cores, and that's kind of the difference maker here. It feels like that Newbee with a 2,000 net worth advantage. 5 kills to 2. As PYW chased down by the Lash. Not quite enough. Oh, he's got a haste. Yeah. He's got him. Easy peasy. AQ chases him down. And this position 4 Void Spirit hasn't really had a massive impact just yet. It's down bottom. Outpost grabbed up by the Faith Abaddon. Tries to turn tail and run with the Aphotic Shield, but unfortunately for him, both DK and Huskar are available to pick him off.
A lot of kills so far, but Newbee is farming a lot. Mugi on the top lane. Centaur has a lot of net worth, but still doesn't even have boots. So right now he's just a tanky boy. Let's see the bottom lane. Oh, Lash is there. It should be a kill.
Yeah, and they've got chain stuns for days. Nice blinding light though, pushing Wizard back. They'll force the Stampede, stomp into the kill on DK. Should be able to bring him down, no problems. But is it going to be a tower as well? Because Ori's arrival will jump the AQ Lash, but he's fallen as quickly as he came, and DY should be dived here by the remaining 3 members of Newbee. It's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. You drop your Lash, but you get 2 cores, and the DY Kotzel dropping down to Wizard. A double kill for your Centaur, and now a tier 1 to boot, while your OD is still completely free farming top lane. And I think I've just dropped from the Dota TV server. At least it happened now and not during the fight.
True. Radio cast, here we go. So Lashrak is making a lot of good rotation, involved in 6 out of 9 kills. Like, Huskar can't afford to play this aggressive on Lashrak. He has Edict maxed out. There's no magic resistance on Huskar anymore. So this mixed damage is just shredding him.
Please let me rejoin.
There's a huge difference between position 3s in this game. Omni Knight, who's sitting at 2.3k, and Centaur, who's on top of net worth, 5,000 gold on him. You got the last hit on the tower, level 8, building into Hood. Of course, after this, so Vanguard, Hood, and a Ring of Taras. So ton of regen. He can be the frontliner, and now they're gonna have another save. OD is building that Aghanim Scepter that we talked about, even though I would prefer to get 1 Force Staff. But having Disruption and 2 charges on Astral, Vici Gaming does not have a clear target. And they don't have the ways of coming back into this game. Their offlaner right now is struggling. It's Omni Knight, who's level 7. You have this position 4 Void Spirit. He's not doing much at the moment. So far, not involved in any of the kills. Did you manage to reconnect,
Yes,
Gary?
I am back in. I was just enjoying the sound of your voice, Lacoste. So another catapult wave. Vici Gaming trying to defend their bottom tier 2. Bringing numbers as well. With the Will-O-Wisp, they'll catch Wizard out. A nice little Aether Remnant there to trap him inside the big ball of light, getting themselves at least a kill and a defense on the tower. Dragonite still sticking up top. It looks like Shadow Blade coming through for DK. Eurus grabbing that one up. How did the 10-minute bounty runes go? PYW, Ori grabbed 1-1. Did Faith just grab the 4th one now? Okay, so looks like a 2 for 2. Ori Armlet on the Huskar. This is usually one of the peak timings for Huskar to get things going, but having lost your tier 1's bot and mid lane, and not really doing much damage on the other side of the map, does Vici Gaming have to group up as 5 and just go for it?
AQ, what a play. Like, he used the scan to try to scout things out and almost landed a stun on Omni Knight from Fog. That was pretty sick.
They're still trying to go for tier 2. They've got this outpost collected for themselves, and Faith, good observer ward there, watching Ori and DY. Why she getting some free farm time top? Ether Lens very nearly completed. Again, this position 4 Shadow Demon has been a vital part of Newbee's drafts for the longest time now.
His positioning in team fights is extremely well. I remember that game where they defended the base and he pretty much solo-handedly won them the game with some crucial disruptions and soul catchers inside of Mars Arena.
Centaur is so farmed. Nearly 6,000 net worth. Wait, how did Vici get the courier there? He's tipping Eurus. I don't know if the courier was trying to scout something out. Looking for where the Shadow Demon was hiding, I guess. But giving it away for free. Yang with DY defending bottom tier 2. AQ and Faith are still kind of planted themselves in this base camp down in the bottom jungle area. Just pushing out this wave consistently, forcing Vici Gaming to split the map. And that's what I was wondering, right? Vici Gaming, it feels like they are built to go 5-man and they're kind of ready to go and take a fight, look for Roshan, get objectives. But because Newbee have 2 heroes bottom lane, they're forcing Vici to play split.
Exactly. But Vici Gaming also doesn't want to fight right now. They still want to get an item. Like this Heaven Halberd against OD is going to be amazing, plus built-in Disarm from Inner Fire. Omni Knight needs to get an item for himself. Dragon Knight has this Shadow Blade, but he doesn't have the hero to play with. Like, he can only play with Void Spirit to try to grab a kill. And he's also building a BKB. So the only thing that he needs to care about once he gets that BKB is Leshrax's Edict, which is not that efficient against the high armor he gets from Dragon Blood.
And Void Spirit going straight into Aghanim Scepter. 2 charges and silence on the Resonant Pulse. How long is that silence? I remember
3 seconds.
2 seconds, okay.
3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
God damn. In an AoE? That's nuts. Let's see what he can get done with it. Boots of Travel into Ewel's for the Lesh. AQ closing in on that. Aetherland's done on the Shadow Demon. 400 gold until Aghanim's on the OD. It's all clicking into place here with a Blink Dagger not too far on the Wizard Centaur. Yet again, coming down to this bottom outpost area, securing up some bounty runes, but really forcing Vici Gaming to kind of sit back and watch Newbee as they continue farming very effectively. Where is that Void Spirit now? He's got Point Booster. It's such a big item to try and get on a position 4. Aghanim Scepter, it's kind of slow, it doesn't, it gives you a bit of stats here and there, but not having, oh, Yang, in a lot of trouble mid, actually. They get the Split Earth, chase him down with the poison, the Will-O-Wisp to buy a bit of time, and Yang, he's turning to fight, look at him go. He's going to try and push forward onto Vici, but there's the Stampede as they bail. Newbee don't want to continue being involved in this. They even missed the Split Earth on Ori after the Astral. But that'll be the signal to give up, fall back. Centaur still shoving down bottom lane. Stampede expended, Will-O-Wisp traded. So some teamfight ultis there just to keep everyone alive. As PYW going for a dive behind tier 1. Mugi has an Astral just to hold him in place. And why is she still with a disruption? Oh, this is very dangerous from PYW. Newbee are here on force. They get the tier 1 tower, but these Astrals just opening things up for them. Another bit of chain stunning into Yang, but his his escape, the 2-man stun, they've got both of them. Sandy's Eclipse clears through Yang and PYW, while Ori yulsed up into the air. Split Earth ready in a second. I don't know if they'll even require it. They throw it out anyway as a life break. Did a bit of damage onto AQ, but Newbee striking very hard after losing that tier 1 mid.
Eurus did not want to participate in this fight. Took a tier 2 tower. Also, Dragon Knight right now is a hero that is not afraid to pop that Elder Dragon form just to farm up. So every single time it's up, he's going to use it to farm because of the splash damage. The thing is, like, if they lose one more fight like this, Newbee will steal the Roshan. It always cripples the Huskar TA's lineups.
Feels pretty necessary. Yeah, it's like a requirement to have that Aegis on that Huskar.
Okay, so Mugi is going for 4 staff that I talked about, but as a second item. So there's gonna be another save. So only OD has like 3 saves, which is pretty insane.
And it's also really good against that Huskar. If you life break someone, you can 4 staff the target maybe a little bit deeper in. isolate the Huskar. And we saw bottom lane on that tier 1, you know, even though Huskar had armlet braces, he jumped the Lesh, got to half HP, and then just eviscerated by the magic AoE damage.
You talked about the Aghanim Scepter on Void Spirit. There isn't a good item for him to go. They need more like crowd control, so one of the reasons why he's going for it. It's a very expensive item, hard to get for him, doesn't have any ways of like clearing the wave fast. And this reminds me of Yapsor when he played like Lion position 4, going straight into Aghanim Scepter, or Luna when position 4 was popular, also getting Ags.
Just go for that one big item. Smoke time for Newbee. AQ leading the charge out in the open. I'm not sure he was spotted by that Radiant Observer ward, but Faith actually already looping in behind. Scouts PYW by his tier 1. They want to push this tower with the smoke behind. High ground not being broken just yet. Vici Gaming
Dragonite has BKB.
up there on the ramp. Eurus, he's got a BKB. Faith already jumped upon. Still has the borrowed time. He's going to have to pop it to fight. As the Will-O-Wisp catching 3 or 4. The Stampede not enough to get them out. Eurus, incredibly tanky, just walks on forward, and Mugi is trapped in behind the tier 1, all on his lonesome. He's got 1 charges, but not a hope to survive. Vici Gaming, beautiful little swing into top lane, answering that move from Newbee beautifully.
Not sure how Mugi ended up there behind enemy lines with OD. They need to stick together. Problem is, they don't have high attack speed to kill Will-O-the-Wisp, so they need to reset. And Eurus, he's chasing. That's not the target that he wants to go for. He needs to find Vici.
He gets the Shadow Demon. There it is. Wizard and Faith. Really nothing to do here now. Just have to fall back. They've got Leshrac lurking around, but he's decided that this is not a fight they can take. Ori already with the Aegis in hand. And immediately, Vici Gaming back out onto the map. Omni Knight bottom lane. Push that wave out. And I do wonder, where does Vici Gaming go now? It's nearly outpost time, so it'd be nice to see them move into the jungle. And
to the toilet, it seems.
Looks like a bit of a break there, yeah. But yeah, they're already pinging out this outpost. So I'd assume they try and make a move into this dire jungle area. Not really safe in their own jungle. Leshrac and Abaddon both in there. So Newbee now. How afraid are you of this Aegis Huskar? With Halberd.
They should be very afraid. They had a very nice timing on Newbee, but there are no BKBs coming up on their side. Leshrac. What is he building? Kaya. Just a casual Kaya. I still feel like getting a BKB against Huskar, against Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
It's gonna be hard for them. Yeah.
It's not the first time we've seen AQ go greedy, right? When he plays this Lesh, he kind of toes the line between, you know, genius and very, very greedy builds. Centaur, how are we looking? BKB for him, like you said, yeah. It doesn't even finish the pipe. Holding on to just the hood. Where's Ori heading? So they've got Kotl taking outpost top. Down bottom, the Dire already have one, so the 1-for-1 will be there to give the XP across both sides. And that fight, that Roshan take, has given time for PYW to get closer to the Aghanim Scepter. And you know, with no BKBs, the Dire could struggle. Their BKBs are still going to be delayed with the Force on OD and this Kaya build up on the Leshrac. That silence is going to be huge.
Another pause. Void Spirit didn't die in a very long time. One of the reasons why he's so farmed. And he's playing this dead lane on the top. Just getting the farm. He's hard to catch. If Centaur doesn't commit with the Blink Dagger, Stomp, he's not dying. And right now, like what are you laughing at?
Void Spirit proving your point. He just uses his Astral Step twice and he's away from OD, SD, Centaur, 3 heroes chasing him. And he's like, nah, see ya. I've pushed my wave. I'm gone.
He wanted to die on the top lane or just fish for any kind of information so Dragonite can farm safely, farm a BKB, and Huskar so that he can recover, who's also building a BKB, which is going to be a crucial item for them.
Jumping in mid. Huskar so close to that life break, but a very speedy Lesh, even with that clumsy net from PYW getting away from danger AQ. Push on bottom lane, just relentless though. Faith unable to defend alone, so they're bringing numbers in. Blink Stomp onto the two of them. Wizard initiates, catching Yang. He's reasonably tanky, and the Guardian Angel comes through, but he's been Demonic Purge and Astral now as the Stampede, looking for additional targets. Yang's going to get shredded by this OD, used up into the air, and oh, they've got to catch, haven't they? That's a Banish with a Stomp down, and poor DY cleared through. 2 kills for Newbee as they defend their tower.
A lot of aggressiveness from Newbee. They understand how to play this game. I was not quite sure how good this team was before coming into this tournament. I would expect them to drop out of the group stage, to be honest. But after seeing them on day 2, they looked extremely coordinated. The spell usage is there on point as well. And they know what they need to do in certain situations. You can see how aggressive they are, even though they don't have the Aegis, so they're playing around it, getting the kills here and there, just delaying any kind of push that Vici Gaming wants to do. Group up as 5, go with that Aegis Huskar.
How does Huskar Ags work now? Forces the enemy.
Forces the enemy, yeah, to attack. It's like an Axe call.
2.5 taunt duration. And I guess with the disarm duration of Inner Fire, you can make sure that you jump the OD, force the OD to attack you while he's disarmed. Can't Astral, can't do anything. And again, the lack of BKBs on Newbee, honestly, is going to be their undoing in this game.
If you taunt and Inner Fire, they are attacking you, but they're not attacking you. Same things with the Axe if you jump in with the Ghost Scepter.
Yeah. Smoke from Vici Gaming. This is where they really want to make their play. They're pushed out their lanes. Try and find a snipe onto Vici. They're pinging out now, the Shadow Demon. He's trying to retreat, but look at that. Double jump in with a clumsy net. They've got the slow, the catch, and that Stampede from Centaur does nothing to save the Shadow Demon. Great jump there from Vici Gaming. Can they turn it into anything more? Outpost is going to get grabbed up as Ori makes the jump on Wizard, but the TP already completed back home.
If he only had the Aghanim Scepter there. He's getting close, just 1,000 gold away from it, so he can stop the TPs.
That's cool as well, yeah. That's a TP stop for Huskar with Aghanim Scepter. I'd not considered that.
I see that Shadow Demon's going for Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter, the best item in the game.
Everyone buying Ags.
3 charges on Demonic Purge, and it also breaks the target. So pretty smart from Vici. Breaking Huskar and Dragonite. That's going to be yummy.
That's going to be huge. And even popping one onto the Omni Knight as well, that degen aura. Attack slow against the OD. Not what the OD wants to be handling right now. Hurricane Pike still queued up for him. BKB is coming now for the Leshrac. It feels like Newbee would just want to delay the game now until their BKBs are here. Make sure that this, the Aegis timing from the Vici side has already expired. Wait out for the next Roshan when they should have their BKBs on Newbee. Find a team fight there and look to close out the game.
Mugi has Hurricane Pike queued up.
Yeah.
I still feel he needs a BKB. Like, this dissimulate silence and Willowed Wisp will not allow him to even cast abilities.
It does feel a little bit odd. But he's got 3,100 saves, so we might see him sell a null and go into that BKB if he feels the need to. Because ideally you want your Lesh and OD to have BKB at the same time, right? So maybe he's thinking, well, my Lesh BKB is delayed, so I may as well delay mine, but no, he switches to it.
It's an extremely greedy build. And Hurricane Pike got nerfed, same goes for Force Staff on allies, got a little bit buffed on yourself, on self-casting. But they are knocking on your tier 2 towers. If he sells the Null Talisman and the Tango, they put some pressure on a top tier 2 tower, he's gonna have enough gold to buy it.
Just a casual Tango, 25 minutes in, Mugi holding on to it. Tier 2 top, Wizard getting some Retaliate stacks, just waiting for the glyph to expire. Right, here comes Vici Gaming with a catapult, could think about going high ground. DY has Glimmer Cape, they've got that Ags on the Void Spirit, they've got a push on tier 2 bottom as well, so no need to commit high ground if you can get 2 key objectives, mid and bot lane, then play the high ground from this triangle that they're currently holding. And Newbee right now don't have a great way of wave clearing. This triple range creep plus catapult wave. Shadow Demon has to deal with it, just stacking up poison. Does eventually take it down.
Centaur should give this lane to Shadow Demon to complete that Aghanim Scepter, and he should farm the jungle.
We're getting another halberd up for Yang. Many disarms. Silver Edge DK going Aghanims. Yes, finally. We've seen so much DK and so few Aghanim Scepters. We're going to have the Ancient Black Dragon, or what? Is it what's it called? Just the Black Dragon?
Black Dragon, I think.
Yeah, it's the neutral
BBD.
creep.
Big Black Dragon.
Big Black Dragon, there it is. Huskar? Holy shit. Okay, flying across the map. I hear the noise and I'm like, where's he going? Who could he possibly have caught? What is that range? Well, it must have been the blink, right? Yeah, he cast it, then the blink away from Wizard was able to create a bit more of a gap. And now we have this standoff. Radiant plays up into the Dire jungle, gets the outpost, trying to hunt the AQ Lesh, scouted by that Observer Ward. And with the Silver Edge on DK, they're going to be able to get there. AQ, oh, he's used him up.
The Sentry Ward just on the edge. Look at the range.
That was so very close. My goodness gracious me.
Map reading by him.
Now TP bottom. Dragon Knight still wants to get this Elder Dragon form utilized, but they've lost their tower. And there is nobody to catch. Newbee, very swift play thanks to that AQ Leshrac play. What are they spam pinging? Smoke time. That's what they're spam pinging. Let's make a move. Roshan, what is it? 30 seconds until he respawns. Ori is a pretty difficult target mid with an Omni Knight behind him, but they're still going to try and make a go with a Stampede Blink, catching 3! Oh. It's gorgeous from Wizard. Astral on one, the Sanity Eclipse comes out, the DK jumps the back onto the SD, but the Will-O-Wisp will trap them inside. Unfortunately for them, they've all died. Buyback from the Void Spirit, it'll come out, but at what cost? Dragon Knight's BKB, yes, he's big, he's shiny, but he's facing off against the entirety of Newbee. They've lost the OD, but the trade is absolutely perfect. Wizard with the initiation. Gorgeous stuff, and 2 buybacks from Vici that do bloody nothing.
Jesus Christ, that was sick. It was a blind Centaur jump.
He thought he got 1 or 2.
All 3 of them.
But he got 3.
He got 3. This is just game. Like Shadow Demon having Aghanim Scepter, they kept him alive. Once he pops that on Dragon Knight has a BKB, he can't move, doesn't have that regen, doesn't have that armor.
And straight onto tier 3 in barracks. No tier 2 standing, so they can swing into another lane if they want to. In jumps Ori again, just trying to buy time for Vici Gaming here, holding on. They've left the barracks alive. Newbee haven't committed for this. They want the kills instead. She is about to fall, but they've got PYW and they turn to Ori now. The Huskar's gone with no buyback, and they go straight back into buildings. Dragon Knight dead for 25 more seconds. Huskar with no buyback, 500 gold away from it. And a second lane here for Newbee.
They even kept Shadow Demon alive. Abaddon with Telescope, Ether Lines. Look at their cast range of Shadow Demon spells.
It's huge. 2 full lanes of barracks. Mugi's OD is like, good job, guys. I gave my life here for you to take down all of these buildings.
Jungle at the moment.
Yes, I was watching him. Funny stuff. Straight up to top now. And you said it was just game. I mean, Huskar, 40 seconds until he's up. Dragon Knight disrupted. They're thinking about going on Eurus. Don't know if they've got any reveal here, and the Silver Edge will keep the Dragon Knight safe. Oh no, it's dispelled off. The Demonic Purge, now the Astral. So many ways of just holding. Just holding. Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, it's going to do a little bit. They jump into the back looking for Faith, but another Astral, the saves. Beautiful here from Newbee, and Wizard with a BKB TP to get him out of danger. Mugi BKB trying to sprint away with a Stampede, TP out immediately. They're going to get a catch up to Vici. Shadow Demon doesn't have that same luxury. Does buy up a Blink Dagger.
Vici needs to run straight into Roche Pit and take that Roche Cheese and Aegis. Sadly for them, mid lane is being pushed in. Someone needs to address this problem.
And they do try it. Newbee not in a position to contest. They scan it. They know it's happening. But Wizard, Moogie, and AQ all on the opposite side of the map. So, Aegis Cheese here from Vici Gaming. It's another lifeline.
Are there any big items inside of Vici Gaming? 1,000 gold for Dragonite to finish his Aghanim Scepter, 500 for Heaven's Halberd. Huskar, not even close. Okay, he has Paladin Sword, so lifesteal and the damage is going to be great on him.
And they've got Titan Sliver that just popped up as well. Craggy Coat for their Kotl, I guess. Dragon Knight, you're losing a lot of HP, and I'm wondering why. BKB TP will get him out, but someone's caught inside the Astral. AQ lands the Spore. Oh, DY, say goodnight. Annihilated by Newbee.
I think Newbee just wants to take another fight. They don't care about this Aegis. They know Dragonite does not have a dragon form for another minute. So it's go time for them. Okay, Dragonite wants to build Orchid right now.
Okay. So skipping out on the Aghanim Scepter for now.
Oh, he already looks black to me, this dragon. It's not Icy Dragon.
Yeah, that's some cosmetic, right? Looks a little bit different.
Which one is it?
I've got no idea. We can take a look. How do I see? Dragon Form of the Third Awakening. Cool. Someone. Oh, that's Aegis gone. Huskar out in the open. They've got to fight around this, surely. Try and get Ori out of danger. His buyback is ready, so potentially there, but he life breaks in. Trying to face off against the OD. Disarmed up, but Ori's already gone. They've kept him in place, and down he goes. Doesn't have buyback. It's on cooldown, I guess. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Of course it is, as Wizard snipes another in the back, and Vici Gaming. This is it. Newbee have taken this. Game 1. Quite some fashion. The Banish, the Astrals. Every step of the way, you're being stopped and halted. Your ankles are being broken. Back into the fountain.
Newbee's ability, how to approach this fight. They were controlling Omni-Knight. First, OD uses one Astral on him, so he can't get any spells off on Huskar that they're focusing. Then it's Shadow Demon's turn, so he uses Disruption once that is gone, so Omni-Knight doesn't even pop the GA. And even if he does, there's still Demonic Purge to dispel it.
21k lead, and there's GG. They realize they don't have a chance anymore. Try and get one more kill on their way out. Yang will be the final casualty of war. Oh no, I'm wrong. DY gets just completely destroyed by another Sanity's Eclipse, but Newbee, with that execution, something they have been showing they have real good prominence in. 26-10, 33-minute game against Vici here in the first match of the series. Beautiful stuff.
That 3-man stomp from Centaur won them the game. Also, they picked up an early gem so they can see Dragonite when he approaches, so they can protect Shadow Demon in a team fight. Look at Fate. He died only once on Abaddon while having 18 assists.
Amazing stuff. Yeah, 6 deaths across 4 heroes there on Vici Gaming. Dragonite 6-2-2, unable to pick up the pieces left broken by his team. 10-1-12 on AQ Leshrac as well. You know, the greedy build, yes, it pays off in the end. A little bit spooky in the middle of the game, but well worth it when they hit their BKB timings along with OD and the Centaur. So, game 2 coming up. Newbee, let's see if they can continue their winning ways, or if Vici Gaming can come back here in this lower bracket round 1 as the victor of this best of 3 goes up against eHome on Sunday morning. We'll take a quick break and come back with game 2.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Salary. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna want to see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers 'cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the light, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota's the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over.
Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him. They keep running out, but GG, well played.
I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Salary. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Welcome back, everybody, as we very quickly get into the draft. Those ads going over the speedy picks of Vici Gaming and Newbee here. Game 1 went the way of Newbee in this best of 3, as Vici Gaming trying to swing things back. Lacoste, you want to quickly run? Look how quickly they're going. Speed drafting.
It seems like they already know what they're gonna pick. Phoenix and Lycan, then they instantly pick Mirana, so Mirana can shoot down Helm of the Dominator, Creep, or Book, Wolves, whatever. Then they go for Storm Spirit. They were kind of limited on the lockdown. After Dragonite pickup, which they needed one more extra stun to deal with the Storm Spirit. Having Sinister Gaze and Centaur pre-Blink Dagger is not that great. So they instantly pick a Baton to remove those low cooldown stuns that they have from Centaur and Dragonite. I love Lich as a response, like the Storm Spirit, where you have this disable and you're also stealing his mana.
Is it percentage based? I always forget Lich's Sinister Gaze. It's like...
It is percentage based, yeah.
And it scales pretty decently as well, doesn't it? Yeah, it's real handy. So Vici Gaming with some nice escape mechanisms, Stampede, Leaps, Dragonite can frontline, has the backup of the Lich Chain Frost. And not just the Sinister Gaze against Storm, right? You've got Chain Frost and kind of AoE to deal with the Lycan and all his summons. At the very least, do some good damage to it. And for once, we're seeing a Newbee lineup without, massive team fight, massive saves, no disruption, astral shenanigans going on. They do have that shield you mentioned. Supernova to try and zone out some team fights as well.
Yeah, though it's a position for Mirana, she still deals well with Phoenix and the Egg. Batrider.
Oh, one of the classic kind of counter DK heroes. Lots of magic damage, get that catch, because DK likes to kind of plant himself in front of a tower, tier 1, tier 2, whatever it may be, and he'll be the sort of isolated hero, and you just blink, you lasso, you catch, you mess up with a Stampede, disengage. You can also clear out waves pretty handily as well.
They have put Vici Gaming in a really bad spot right now. They have no save against the Batrider blinking in, catching someone with lasso, unless they pick something like an OD on the mid lane. So do they have this Astral? Is there anything else that comes to my mind?
Like Legion, but how do you put Legion into this draft, right? It's like position 1 Legion if you put DK mid. A little bit awkward. Doesn't feel amazing.
It's not a bad idea, Gary. Have Legion Commander on the mid lane, or Dragonite and have safe lane Legion. We saw safe lane Legion a couple of times.
Yeah, that's true, we did. Do they want to go for it? Juggernaut. So they'll have at least a hero that can kind of spin away from the Firefly and can lane against the Batrider in the lane. But he can still get caught by the lasso. Wizard, so it's 3 Bat, 5 Abaddon again for Faith. Vici on that Phoenix. Vici Gaming have got some pretty good team fight. Very strong push with Centaur, DK, Juggernaut. Incredibly tanky heroes. But can they handle the timing hit here from the 3 cores of Newbee? Mugi on that Lycan. Lycan has just been such a prominent timing hero for a lot of these Chinese teams. Just you hit that Helm of the Dominator, you don't even need Necro 3. Just like Helm, Necro 1, maybe one of your teammates has a Vlad's or something, but you just go and run at buildings.
I can't believe we're back to Lycan plus like Beastmaster meta. Lycan feels so strong at the moment. I'm going for objectives early on. Helm of the Dominator feels good to have for you and the team, of course. Same goes for Necro. Necro got buffed, then got nerfed a little bit. It's still a very strong item.
And it feels even better when you have 2 other kind of item-reliant cores, or at least cores that want to sit in the jungle for a little bit, get their levels, get their items going, and Storm and Batrider, who do need that Kaya, the Bloodstone, the BKB on Storm Spirit, definitely. And then Batrider would love to have... I'm just wondering, is it back to Blink Force on Bat? Or does he go the kind of Boots of Travel, pipe kind of direction? We'll come back to that in a second. Of course, the Mercedes MVP here for ESL 1 LA 2020. Okay, now we can go back to it. Lacoste, item builds. Where are you looking?
I would prefer to have a Blink Dagger. Boots of Travel got nerfed, so you can't be on a different side of the map, TP with your team or TP back, farm 2 lanes at once. So I would prefer to have a Blink Dagger, since Vici Gaming does not have a save. So every single time Bat initiates, it should be a kill.
And it's Batrider with an Abaddon top for now, as Dire take that outpost down south. Mugi, Lycan, Vici on the Phoenix down there. Yang Centaur with PYW Mirana. Lich for DY. Mid lane Dragonite for Ori and Eurus. That Juggernaut looking like he's going to switch lanes. I would have thought that they want the Juggernaut against the Batrider, but I'm not sure where exactly they are heading now.
They do want that. Like, you don't want to have Juggernaut against Lycan and his summons. Also, look at the build on Eurus. No regen or Bafana magic sticks. This implies that he wants to lane against the bat.
It really does, doesn't it? Then we've got AQ Storm middle. As PYW's Mirana spots out the Phoenix. And yeah, Juggernaut's TPing back up to top. They've realized they tried to mind game, get ahead of their opponents, but the standard setup here for Newbee, really, Wizard and Faith up top. Lycan, what's his regen like? 9.3 thanks to the headdress on Phoenix.
Ring of Regen and Feral Impulse. It's kind of impossible to harass him early on, and attack animation on Lycan always feels good, plus the sound. Sometimes it's all it takes, like to pick some certain heroes. I know some pros talked about, like, why is Juggernaut popular again? Like, his attack speed, attack animation is what... It always feels good to last hit with him. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good Jug game this time. Against the Storm Spirit, Abaddon ulti, summons from Lycan, Phoenix can dive away from Omni Slash.
Juggernaut, level 1 healing ward. Interesting from Eurus, but he's dragged the wave back behind his tier 1, gets some secure farm, as Wizard and Faith doing a similar thing off on their side of the lane. Lycan 6-0. Yang Centaur, of course, always going to be doing well here. Ring of Protection, Quelling Blade. I think the more common build that I've seen anyway. And then head into the Ring of Tarrasque. Should be doing that before the phase boots, I feel like, for that extra sustain. DY getting chased down, but both of these top laners from Vici Gaming having magic sticks makes life a little more difficult for Batrider before he hits kind of level 3, level 4 or so. Might even consider one of the points in Flame Break early on.
How's mid lane doing? Storm Spirit, it's a Storm favorite matchup. We went like full circle. Storm Spirit going for this 1-1-1 build, a lot of harassment, Dragonite. Ori is now going to go for Soul Ring. That's an extra HP regen and mana for him. Seems like he wants to go get the double bracer.
Looks like it, yeah. He's got the magic stick for the remnants though. So he'll have a bit of burst HP and mana regeneration from that. AQ,
Storm, he might get a kill here.
Into the remnants, but the frost shield from DY.
Here comes Lich.
Lich rotation in, and this is going to get Ori a kill. AQ, oh, he's just about getting away from this, but there's stick and breathe fire from Ori that should be able to secure it. No. What is it, 90 damage? Oh yeah, so Storm was just ticking up with that Tango regeneration, enough to get out of danger, and Lich not going to be able to find him, so AQ...
He's going to get the first blood, okay.
Dropping to tower.
Seems like his inner clock is better than mine.
So now, 10 seconds off the map. Dragonite can catch up a little bit in terms of farm. What's Wizard up to? Still trying to stack waves up top lane. DY and Eurus coming back to deal with him. Fairy Fire there, boots up as well, and Wizard gonna have to Firefly over this creep wave. Taking the outpost, or considering it anyway. Farming up, getting Courier. One more hit, that'll do the job. Snipes it out away from DY. And Juggernaut's got to, yeah, kind of recoup his lane. As those melee creeps running away from him towards the tier 2. Awkward lanes. This game just doesn't feel like Dota. It's like bottom lane is normal. But the other lanes are getting a bit weird and funky. Everyone's still farming very well, though. 19.
I'm glad that Centaur switched, going for Vanguard instead of phase boots that he queued up.
Ah, so opting for the Ring of Health over the Ring of Tarrasque. Okie dokie. What's Phoenix up to? Headdress, another Ring of Regen. Buckler up for PYW Mirana. Lycan dropping a few CS. Lagging a little bit behind the rest of the cores. But I guess Dragonite in a much worse position. But he's got a big wave coming in. He'll recuperate that, no problem. Storm going behind the wave.
Has a haste rune as well, so he can pick up these 2 bounties.
Oh, that's a good point. Even farm the large camp on his way through if he really wants to.
Mirana might be in trouble, like she's gonna die.
Oh, that's PYW walking into danger. Dragon Tail just about keeping them alive, and PYW comes back in with the
gonna
Starstorm.
die?
There's the haste, the Fairy Fire, and the Salve doesn't even pop the Fairy Fire, but the bounty runes are safeguarded by the Dire team, and that's the important thing there.
Mirana has no mana.
I gotta go back to base. So what do we get? Vici takes 2, DY grabs 1, and there's a 4th one there for Faith if he realizes that it's still available. Batrider back to his old tricks. Just under the outpost. Eurus trying to, and almost successfully, getting some CS and denies inside the flames. But again, he's got to return to deal with a wave with a catapult coming to his tier 1.
Almost successfully.
Almost. He tried. He tried his hardest. Bless his cotton socks. So Lycan jungling, 6 minutes in. Helm of the Dominated timing important, of course. Is this because he feels like he can't lane against the Centaur Mirana anymore?
Mirana's not even there. He's gonna get the farm in jungle eventually, and Phoenix can get some XP on the bottom lane. You don't necessarily need to get farm, just the levels on Phoenix is gonna be insanely good, getting level 6 before 10-minute mark. Dragonite is level 6, but the catapult is already gone. And one of the reasons why Lycan was lurking around the mid to stop any kind of rotation if they want to pressure the tier 1 tower on the mid lane.
And he will have his helm soon. Storm still doing decently. And Vici with a nice little play there, dragging wave away. Leaving the catapult there, but I'm not sure if Yang can permanently tank that tower to keep the Kati alive. Vici. Oh, nice dive away from that arrow.
He even gets all these creeps.
Securing all the last hits. Wait a sec, Ori says. Give us a bit. So where are we heading for this Juggernaut? We've seen so many different itemization from these jugs as they shift from Maelstrom to drums to Diffusal Blade. Now Battle Fury queued for Eurus. How do you feel about that?
If he's having an okay time, and he is, against Lycan and his summons, I think that's fine.
Accelerate that farm, keep him going. Batrider with drums queued, saving up 1,000 gold though, so it could theoretically be a blink rush here from Wizard if he feels that's the way they need to go. PYW. Landing the arrow, unfortunately, onto Mugi and not the Helm creep, which he was trying to do. Now Vici Gaming, looks like they want to try and shift bottom. Elder Dragon form ready for DK. Tier 1 tower down here, already a massive amount of damage done to it by the Centaur and that catapult.
That was a very weird word placed by Vici. He planted it in front of a Centaur, and they already have a Sentry there. They can't defend this tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. It's a freebie. Meanwhile, they should try to pressure the one on the mid lane. Lycan, same amount of XP as Phoenix at the moment.
Yeah, still level 5. That's the problem with jungling like this. You're not getting all that lane experience. Juggernaut level 7.5 pretty much there up top. Batrider's bought some stuff. What's coming out to him on Courier? Crown, Ocean Heart, Windlace, so he is going to commit for the drums build. A bit slow here from Newbee. But again, it's just about hitting your stride with that Lycan. Grouping up around him, taking objectives. It's giving a lot of time for Vici Gaming to get the items they need. Tanking up the Centaur. Pick up a broom handle. Dragonite with double brace of treads has 1,500 health. And another tower collapsing mid. Tier 1 dropping quickly. Don't even need a catapult. The same story can be said top though. Here comes the Lycan. Objective time for Newbee.
I think Newbee wants to defend the tier 1 tower on the mid. Oh man, Centaur had 13 retaliate charges. The tower is just gone.
158 bonus damage. Ridiculous scenes. So Mirana going to go Buckler into Arcanes. We've seen, Jin Q was playing Mirana and went very quickly for an Urn into like a Yule Scepter build. Went for some pretty hefty utility. PYW going a different avenue. Wizard looking for DY. Goes for the lasso, drags him on high ground, and that's a lot of magic damage that the Lich just cannot withstand. Turns for the Sinister Gaze, and Eurus, yeah, he can't stop that TP. Well done by Wizard. Even had the Lycan here if they did want to stick around and maybe try the Juggernaut.
Because Lycan was giving a free lane to Phoenix, he is almost level 7. Look at the amount of the farm that he has right now.
Yeah. Why she heading into Urn pretty quickly. Yang wants Blink Dagger. Interesting that Yang going Vanguard into Blink, no hood, no cloak, which I would expect against Phoenix Bat Storm, that Pipe here would be a massive grab for them.
They want an initiator. I see Dragon Knight going for drums, which is kind of surprising. Usually you get either like a Blink Dagger or a Shadow Blade. With Shadow Blade you scale more. This is the first time I see drums and Dragon Knight in a very long time.
Yeah, like a year at the very least. Centaur gonna play that mid lane. Just keep pushing it out across the river, force your opponents to deal with it. As Storm Spirit on his way to Kaya, but it's a slow walk towards it.
Stupendous.
Phoenix is gonna get level 2 Supernova pretty damn quickly this game. Vici Gaming.
Level 1 Supernova is really not that good, yeah.
It's pretty atrocious, let's be real.
And they don't have the good ways to defend the egg anyway.
They're gonna
One of
catch.
the reasons why they are giving him this XP.
Centaur stomp onto the Juggernaut, but the arrow after the initiation there. Stampede's gonna get Mugi a little chase here from Vici Gaming. A final click from Marana will be able to catch him. That shapeshift nearly got him out of danger. A good smoke from Vici. And the response from Newbee just a little bit too slow. As they are up here, potentially looking for a fight. Diving towards Ori, and there's the Supernova with the ball lightning.
Nice egg.
Good catch, and the Wolf tanking the arrow, so no disengage available for Vici Gaming. 1-for-1 trade. Very well done.
This is how you play Phoenix, when you have a lot of counters like Jug spinning and hitting it against the Marana. You place it preemptively and just try to grab a kill before they can do anything.
Yeah. I mean, he could have dived and put the egg right on top of the target, right? But he kind of allowed the dive to come back a little bit, so he was out of range of everyone else. Marana trying the leap into deny on the rune, but Faith is there speedily, taking it up. Tranquil's Windlace, 440 movement speed. Everyone's so fast in Dota nowadays. The power creep of movement speed is here. Back in our day, Lacoste, everyone had like 200 move speed and was waddling around the map like penguins.
That's correct. We didn't have these Windlaces, Tranquil boots. Back in our day.
Back in our day! Back in our day, you dream as a Crystal Maiden to get boots at 20 minutes. But then again, you know, you would play some heroes without boots. Weaver, you know, no boots. Hood Radiance, the classic. We don't see that anymore too much. Where's Centaur at? What's he? Is he bringing out a big item? That is Blink Dagger for Yang. So that initiation you wanted with, you know, the help of Moonlight Shadow, Stampede, the gap closing abilities are there. I'm not sure if Juggernaut wants to get too involved. He's closing in on that Battle Fury, but he's not there just yet. Level 2 Omni Slash would be nice as well. And Wizard is going drums, boots of travel. We both wanted that Blink Dagger, but it looks like Newbee slowing the game down a little bit, or at least planning for more of a mid-game timing.
He can still swap things around. I mean, one of the reasons maybe why he's going for Boots of Travel is to TP to Wolves and then have like this surprise gang going on.
Oh, true. Who are they? What? Catching? Faith? Borrowed time? Walks it off.
He's fine with that, just buying time, even if he...
He's just going to walk up high ground. Nice arrow. So they will be able to catch him. Have they got another stomp? They do. Perfect chain stuns. Faith will fall, but, you know, that's a couple of heroes dragged out to the dire side of the map. Vici will still continue on the tier 2 thanks to a double damage Dragon Knight here. Popping his ulti. I mean, it's 14.5 minutes in. Hero level seems... No, it just feels low to me. Dragon Knight not hitting level 11 yet. Still level 10.
You know why? Because we have 5 kills 15 minutes in, Gear.
Yeah, you're right. When you're right, Lacoste. Too many people jungling
Rare
and not enough
occasion.
kills. Good
Arrow
chain
will
stun.
connect.
There's the stomp initiation, the chain frost bouncing into the Lycan summons as well. Trying to Delta split away from it. Batrider takes the final touch.
We still haven't seen anything from this Lycan. He died once, 2 phase shifts, shape shifts used, and didn't achieve anything.
And now they've got the chain stuns again onto mid. That blink stomp, Yang. What, 3 initiations in a row, 3 kills in a row? You said we only had 5 kills. Now we've pretty much doubled it up. Vici Gaming.
Nice math.
Yeah.
5 times 2, 7.
Yeah.
That was quick, but incorrect.
Sometimes speed is all you need.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon scale on Lycan. That's going to help him push some towers. If he can get to them. If Vici start balling up, Centaur's going to have Hood soon. Close to unkillable. Mirana, I guess, has the urn finished. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Is that... Mirana has a full mech.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mirana has full mech done. Stampede to get away from Storm. They don't save DY top, and Wizard TPing away from Yang. That's where the Stampede was being used, actually. And Lycan finding PYW mid as the ball lightning going way deep.
Cool full mech, buddy.
Did she use it? No. Sad. No
These
mana.
towers just melt. Dragon Scale, Lycan, and 2 points in Curse of Avernus. I'm wondering if they want to rush into Roche Pit right now. 15 seconds without Mirana. She has Moonlight Shadow ready. It's taking them a lot of time. Dragon Knight does not have ulti.
And there's no Stampede for a minute either. So Newbee, you're talking about how quickly the towers go. This Roshan's falling pretty speedily as well. Yang does have a blink stomp. And they're looking for the initiation. He jumps, but he catches no one but creeps. They've zipped back in, and Yang's a goner. Arrow slides on to AQ Storm Spirit, but the follow-through is lacking. Roshan falling. Eurus wants in. The Supernova there to zone them out. They jump forward. Roshan's about to die, but Moogie with a kill snatches the Aegis. The Die get the kill, but Moogie's going to get the Chain Frost bouncing back into the Mud Golems. Unfortunately for DY, the Lich is left all on his own. Killed off by Faith, and Eurus, Ori both retreating. There's nothing they can do here. Try and save face. Sprint away. Back to farm the jungle you go. They killed Roshan Vici at the very least, but Aegis still in the hands of Lycan as Newbee. A massive victory for them.
Sadly for Storm Spirit, he could not get the hands on that Aegis, but once again, Vici with some really nice zoning egg, so they couldn't get close. Like, his positioning overall throughout this whole tournament has been amazing so far. Level 2 egg finished, needs 50 gold to get full Spirit Vessel, percentage-based damage on that Spirit Vessel and on Sunray against the Centaur, and Dragonite is gonna be juicy.
Philosopher's Stone. Does Batrider just keep that? Or is he going to give it to someone like Phoenix?
I could give it to Abaddon or Phoenix. Phoenix already has a lot of gold. Switch it to Abaddon so that he gets one item, like a Glimmer Cape or Force Staff.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Does Dire have anything fun? Come on, neutral items. Dire side. Essence Ring, Vampire Fangs. Nothing amazing. They got the Mango Tree in that first round of neutral items though, which is always cool. Outpost up north. There for Newbee. Vici are toying with the idea of coming back into their jungle. Their Star Observer Ward and a Sentry down just... It does give them a decent amount of vision over there, but they kind of sniffed out the Storm Spirit mid. Maybe if they could get the jump on him, they'd get the Dragon Tail, Arrow, Blink Stomp. The 3 big stunners are here from Vici. But AQ playing that fog very well. And now they do see the Centaur coming into the jungle. Well, top tier 2, going to get focused by the Radiant side. As Eurus Blazer down a bottom, Manta Style all but done. Courier back at the shop, ready for him to collect.
Storm Spirit died a couple of times, so it delayed the timing. Like, you would want to have this Necro 3, Helm of the Dominator on Lycan, and a full Bloodstone on Storm Spirit, but because he died in the previous fight, they're not going to have that. But they're still continuing. They're going high ground.
They absolutely are. Moonlight Shadow used defensively along with a Stampede as they try Dragon Tail, stun up the Batrider, but the Supernova in the back. This forces Vici Gaming to retreat, and Storm zipping in, looking to play a little deep. Ori already destroyed now, has buyback available, but no Dragon Form, and DY always getting burnt down by the Phoenix. The Sunray's good, but the healing ward comes out from Eurus, and the arrow perfectly connects. Why is she down?
Man, what an arrow.
Beautiful. As Vici Gaming hold their high ground and they jump stomp, another bonus kill here. Abaddon with no borrowed time. He will be falling.
The synchronization of the items that I was talking about, Storm wanted to participate in that fight, but had very limited mana without the full Bloodstone completed. If they were not controlling both of the outposts, I think this could have been much, much better for Newbee if they just waited for Storm Spirit to finish his Bloodstone, control both of the outposts. They were already in Vici Gaming's jungle, get the bounty runes. They were really not in a rush. They still have a minute and 20 seconds left on that Aegis.
Radiant are scanning.
They sure do. Juggernaut's starting to get, well, I say starting to, he's 14,000 net worth almost. He is scary. Aghanim Scepter coming out from him. Swift Slash. Going to be coming for the Juggernaut. I love it when they add new spells with new names. Swift Slash, Omni Slash.
They call that Mini Slash.
Baby Slash.
What is that, full Crimson Guard? Not yet. He still needs to buy a recipe. We'll have it after this wave.
Still not finishing pipe though. Still, that kind of amazes me. Okay, you've got Juggernaut with spin, Dragonaut. Juggernaut plus Dragon Knight equals Dragonaut. Storm finds a Vortex catch into PYW, leaping away with the help of Stampede, but DY trapped inside the Sunray, burnt to pieces as Yang, he does get a good Blink Stomp, and AQ, Ball Lightning's away, but not far enough. The Juggernaut destroys them with the Omni Slash, that cleave, annihilating Newbee. And Faith on the run out as Lycan tries to sprint in. Supernova not coming as he's stunned up. They've been demolished! Yang will wand himself back up to a survival amount of HP, and Dragonite with a BKB stands his ground. 4 heroes down on Newbee's side, and Vici Gaming somehow turned the tides of that fight.
They used everything they could on Lich, grouped up, tried to go on Mirana, but realized that it's gonna leap away. Batrider hesitating, do I Mirana or a Lich? Lich was a better target because of the Chain Frost. And suddenly, there's a nice initiation from this Centaur. These two tanky cores are not gonna die if Phoenix doesn't put Spirit Vessel on them. Newbee's lineup needs to get a pick off with the Batrider or Storm Spirit before they engage into a team fight.
15-second cooldown, 0.8-second duration, quick Omni Slash. I mean, that's another saving mechanism for the Juggernaut, right? Yes,
Exactly.
it'll give you damage, but does it also dispel? Like, it performs an Omni Slash, right?
Yes, so it should dispel.
So then you can get rid of Sticky. So you've got multiple ways of getting rid of Sticky, getting out of Fiery Spirits, potentially as well. I really like that pickup. Cool stuff. And that was the first BKB usage of the Dragon Knight, of course. Winning them a big team fight in that mid lane. As Yang holding Gem, moving into Lotus Orb now, so another Dispel. But also the return of things like Vortex and Lasso. Very threatening if you put that on your DK and start pushing towers. Mugi didn't get spotted by the Observer Ward on the way back, so they know that he's either still in these trees lurking around or he's TP'd out. And VG, with the numbers down here, not able to find him. Mugi in like the one place. If he goes anywhere else, if he goes
in the tree. I love these early gem pickups on teams, getting rid of the vision, understanding that if they control the vision, there's no like vision hero in this game on their side. There is Lycan, they want to see these wolves.
They need to keep that vision going, you're right. Greaves into Vlad's for Mirana. Juggernaut wants a butterfly now. What's wrong with my brain not able to say words properly?
That's usually how my brain works. How's your sleeping pattern, Gary?
Really good. Better than Wizard's Life right now. And Faith is also in trouble. Full Omni Slash onto the Batrider.
Mini Slash as well.
Faith follows straight after.
I think Newbee missed their timing when they went for a high ground, and now this game feels like, yeah, what do we do?
It slipped completely out of control.
Exactly.
Wait, is Storm dead here? He's trying to TP. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. What? Did you catch that one?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you're in a situation where you try to TP out, you see that Fountain is attacking you. Like, you can't stop, you have no mana, so you have to go for the full play.
Oh, dearie me. But yeah, my sleep schedule's been pretty good. I've been waking up at like 9 or 10 every morning, sleeping at like midnight or 1, getting good 8 hours of sleep every day. I've been dreaming. Have you been dreaming more?
Hours. Yeah, I've been having the more nightmares. I don't know why.
Oh dear. I mean, yeah, I've been having some weird dreams. I don't know if I...
Maybe from watching a plays like this that Storm Spirit just did.
I've definitely been having more vivid dreams. It's been weird. Repair kit for that tier 2 top. Still with a couple of charges there on Phoenix. And they're defending this very well. Back to a regen. Only there for a couple of seconds. As the rest of Vici Gaming come in. And think about going high ground now. Centaur on the front lines. They need to clear out this wave. Sunray and Storm Spirit will ball in, ball out. And Dragonite is TP top. Nice stun onto the bat, so no lasso. He might have to try and BKB TP or something. He's going to try TP out just naked with no BKB. Yeah, okay, well, Wizard, you're going to pay for that. Now he BKBs and he dies. Tilt.
Naked TP. You heard it here first, guys. That's a TP when you're not using a BKB, even though it's off cooldown.
Yeah, naked TP.
Roche will respawn in 20 seconds. I don't think Newbee can contest it.
I had such plans.
Swift Slash to kill creeps. That's another great thing it's for. Oh, Lycan Wolves and Necro units? I'm going to Swift Slash. Butterfly almost there for Eurus as well. How are we looking buyback-wise? Storm, Bat, Abaddon have them on the Radiant side. Lich, the only one on the Dire. Vici don't seem too bothered, but why buy back? We've got big items. We're the ones playing aggressively and pushing forward. And now they ping Roshan. It should be time. Lycan and Storm up top, getting a bit of a push onto the tier 3, but no commitment whatsoever. That's all swung downhill for Newbee. 12,000 net worth lead for Vici Gaming. 15, 16k experience lead as well. We start to see these heroes get up to level 20. 22 on the Juggernaut. Centaur has that 20 strength talent now. As Lycan, I'd love to get up there, but it's slow, it's difficult. And they're thinking about contesting Roshan, but it looks like he's already dead before they can get in. The zip. They're trying to backstab into DY. Roshan gone. Eurus does get the Aegis, but the Chain Frost into the Lycan summons. And the Supernova onto Eurus. Okay, Storm's in, out. He's shaking it all about, and he's killed off the Aegis. Yang and Ori still here and able to fight with a good Dragon Tail. Faith will borrow time and just buy time as he stands his ground and TPs. There's no more stuns. He's out of there. The Stomp comes just half a second too late.
Man, what a play from Newbee. I did not think they could pull this off. Damn. They stole the cheese on Batrider. They got rid of the Aegis. Perfect. Chain Frost is not doing anything this game. Bouncing between the Wolves, the Necro units, Helm of the Dominator creep. Not very efficient.
They are still coming high ground, though. Vici feeling they have the power. Sunray against Centaur Dragonite, though, incredibly strong. Dragonite affected by splash attack. Thank you, Lacoste. Tower down. And barracks opened up. Eurus makes short work of them. Yang thinking about sticking around with that retaliate damage, but leaving the ranged racks alone. Lich just solo defending now against the Lycan. Another great reason this Lich was picked up. In response. Frost Shield and Lycan can't do anything.
It still shows that Newbee can take a fight, and Vici Gaming should respect them more. Phoenix, not close to level 18, has 2 Tome of Knowledge queued up, is gonna grab 1. Also, Telescope picked up on him, so Spirit Vessel can be cast from further away. Same goes for Sunray. I just heard a BKB somewhere.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was Batrider.
Yeah, sure was. Wizard, having a bit of a disaster of a game. Lycan gonna just try and TP out as the Swift Slash clears out the wave. And Batrider scouted by Yang. I think Wizard also saw him as that Radiant Sentry Ward sees the Moonlight Shadow coming in. As PYW tried to line up an arrow, but Storm, he's just going for these long balls, constantly trying to get himself in and out of these real weird positions, clearing waves behind enemy tier 2s, zipping back into his fountain. Vici. Phoenix trying to get to that level 3 ulti you were mentioning. Real important for them. Multiple lanes for Vici Gaming into this Radiant base though. They don't care about mid-range barracks. They want the tier 3 in the melee top. Catapult wave being defended here. Attempted arrow. They do have Blink Lasso with the BKB, finally in onto the Juggernaut. Supernova comes out, but a good Blink Stomp onto Faith as the Storm is zipped in with a Vortex, and Eurus gets off his ultimate. The splash damage is gorgeous. Storm Spirit had to pop the cheese just to stay alive, and Vici Gaming returned to what they came for. The buildings, the barracks, the objectives, the arrow onto Vici will take down the Phoenix, force the buyback potentially here, but it all feels too little too late, and GG is called.
I love this itemization on Juggernaut. I think the problem was that they did not synchronize well, as I already said. That high ground push where Storm Spirit was not there. They should have waited like another minute. They still had Aegis for almost 2 minutes at that point. And rushing things, Storm Spirit used all of his mana from the mid tier 1 tower to try to zip in and grab something. It was not very efficient. They only got 1 kill. It also shows that Lich is going to be a high valuable hero against this Lycan meta. Same goes for Wyvern.
And the Juggernaut, right? This, when he can have a free game. Paparazzi 707, Battle Fury Manta, Aghanims, Butterfly Basher, almost 400 creeps killed. How long was that game? 31 minutes? Damn. Real sick stuff. Does include summons and all the, jungle creeps and stuff he killed off, but Vici Gaming, beautiful performance. Real great game for them. Newbee, I think you mentioned it like 15 minutes in. They've kind of missed that timing. That one push on the top tier 3, right, where they could have had bounty runes, outposts, set up for another Roshan or so, but they went for a tier 3, lost a fight, and then they're on the back foot for the next 10-15 minutes, and it all slipped away from them. But that means we're going to a game 3, Lacoste. We'll jump into the lobby and see you guys after the ads.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota is the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over.
Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him. They keep running in for GG.
I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dagger, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna want to see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota is the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over.
Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him. They keep running in for GG. Well played.
I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over. This gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna want to see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Welcome back, everyone, to our third and final game of the series. Newbee 1-1 with Vici Gaming here on the ESL 1 Los Angeles 2020 online playoffs for China as we get ourselves into the draft. And they've slowed things down a little bit, Lacoste. Timbersaw does get into that first ban phase as we get ourselves into the first picks. What are you feeling?
Vici Gaming's turn.
Lacoste! Maybe he went to go pee. Oh no.
Oh shit, I forgot to unmute my mic. Yeah, I said Phoenix. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I said Dragon. One hero that deals well with Phoenix and the egg is Grandma. That hero is not popular in China at all, at least from the games that we've seen.
Yeah, disappeared off the face of the map. Not being picked up at all. I don't even think she's been banned out, just completely ignored.
5 seconds remaining.
So what have we got? DP, Rubik, Monkey, Timber, Nature's Prophet, Dazzle, Mars, and Centaur. Tons of offlaners being banned out As we get ourselves into Vici Gaming's first phase. You want Dragon Knight here then maybe? DKAA? Let's see what they can do.
DKA are fine.
And they'd like the
I'm not sure
Mirana.
why they're not playing Grandma, to be honest. Like, the hero is extremely popular in Europe, CIS, so they're gonna go with different route.
Legion Commander.
Oh, Bloodlust to deal with Egg. Legion Commander to dispel off Fiery Spirits, and of course whack the Egg as well.
Spirit Vessel as well. Phoenix usually builds into that, and also attack speed against Phoenix. So different approach from Vici Gaming, but I like it. Very strong opening.
Immediately answering that Egg, that Supernova, and all of Phoenix's abilities really.
I want to see some kind of save. Wyvern, Shadow Demon, even though they exclusively play Shadow Demon as position 4. So you can't have Phoenix and Shadow Demon unless you switch Shadow Demon to position 5, which I think is fine.
Yeah, they could think about going that route, definitely. I just really like Newbee when they pick up big team fight. Like, I honestly wouldn't be afraid of like a Void or something here. Lich works as well, get some more team fight abilities going, because their synchronization has been pretty beautiful to watch when they have these kind of big 5v5 mass fights. They set themselves up really nicely.
Which is the same thinking as for Winter Wyvern, where they group up around the dual target, around the RP when their Magnus was popular. So you know that Chain Frost is going to be super efficient. One way to deal with Chen is getting heroes that have like summons that we've seen Lycan in the previous game. You can get Chen here.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
And what happened to Chen? Like, usually it's just LGD in China who plays it.
Yeah. He's kind of gone off the face of the map as well. When it was like X-Nova playing it, and that's pretty much it. It's a bit odd. I guess there are so many position 5s now that you like to pick up. Lich, Ogre, Abaddon is being grabbed up a ton, and Newbee taking like Bane and Treant and stuff like that as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, 2 supports here for Newbee, offering very little sort of secure lockdown outside of Sinister Gaze. So Morphling a pretty sound ban, not really a massive amount of nuke damage either. Storm Spirit, like these spirits still seem like amazing picks here for both sides. Ember, Storm, even Void Spirit could be grabbed up.
Dragon Knight didn't get banned out. Slark is gone. So they might shift towards DK. DK with Legion Commanders sitting behind him, and Bloodlust just seems way too scary.
And if you don't pick it here, there's also the threat that Newbee just takes it for themselves, right?
There always is in Chinese region. Like, I like how on the first 2 days it was just strictly last pick Dragon Knight. Then day after, like, yeah, we're just gonna first face this guy.
Yeah, just take him. Take him straight up. So Vici have their 3 and their 5. That's the thing, you would kind of want to pick your 4 here, but yeah, that Dragon Knight on the table does make things a little bit more warped in the draft, and there you have it. But it's on Vici's side.
It's still a good hero to reset the fights. Also, you can use it when they're grouping around the Phoenix ulti and just kill the egg instead.
10 seconds.
I wonder if they may be thinking about a Huskar again. You know, just considering these tanky strength heroes or high HP regen heroes.
They were also kind of blocking the Lycan pick with Wyvern. It's so hard to play Lycan against the Wyvern. I said at the end of the second game that the Lich and Wyvern will be highly contested as heroes, and here we have both.
Yeah, we certainly do.
So you want to have some kind of a gap closer? Like, Storm Spirit is kind of tricky to play into Legion Commander. Even Wyvern, they have a nice setup for these mobile heroes, like Void Spirit.
Faceless Void.
Well, there is the Void that I wanted. More team fight for Newbee. Chrono with Supernova.
That's Faceless Void into Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, two abilities. I guess 3 if you count up the Pressy attack that really mess up with Void trying to snipe someone in the Chrono. But he can potentially jump the back lines. You know, you've got Icarus dive plus time walk, try and find the Wyvern in the back, but yeah, lacking vision. You need some very good observer ward placements here from Newbee to try and catch out the Wyvern.
You know what I want to see, Gary? I want to see Silencer position 2. Core Silencer to counter all these heroes. Steal their smart.
Steal their smart. Make their
I don't
brain
think that's
smooth.
going to happen. Yeah, reduce the galaxy brain.
Down into the pea-sized brain. Vici. I mean, Dragonite is still good. That instant stun against Void.
He
very
is.
tanky. Even if he's caught in Chrono, he can survive through it. And you've, like you've been saying, we've got the kind of saves in the backup to sustain him. And there's no real way of picking like an Ancient Apparition or anything here for either side, but especially for Newbee. Unless they put Phoenix 3, and then they have like a 4 AA. But then you're looking at this almost
then
stunless.
You have no lockdown.
Yeah. And then you're looking at like Ember Spirit and Storm coming out, or Anti-Mage or something to play that maneuverable carry position.
I just feel like Dragonite is a safe pick. We've seen Dragonites winning many of the games, and their damage is like pretty static. Okay, this hero is also extremely good against Faceless Void and the Chrono if you can get the boat off to mitigate any kind of damage coming out to them. So very strong lineup from Vici already.
Absolutely. Like, we're looking at Newbee with very good kind of initiation, aggressive team fight, but Vici Gaming seem to have all the answers in resetting and kind of counter-initiating with Winter's Curse, press the attack, boat, X-Torrent to drag back the Void, or even just throwing a Torrent into a Chrono can be enough to mess up the Void's jump as well.
Where's the Razor? Where's Viper? These are the heroes that I want to see against.
Yeah, because you can give your Razor 2 solid lane matchups, Legion or Kunkka. If you want to throw in mid or safe lane, then move Void around. And we've seen some teams do, some pretty interesting hero swaps where the players keep their positions, but you're just putting the heroes into lane matchups that they want.
One of the reasons why they picked Kunkka is to have this low cooldown ability against Faceless Void, which is extremely good. Like X-marking him and then having a setup with the dual Wyvern. Vici Gaming, a lot of control. I see that Newbee wanted to get something that can get on top of Wyvern. Wyvern really hates playing into Storm Spirit. But if Wyvern can get a duel off, ulti off, then they can easily follow it up with the either duel or X-mark, land a full combo on him, and there is no real save on Newbee besides like Phoenix healing them up, which is not going to be enough.
Yeah, and if Storm jumps the Wyvern, Vortex or Orchid or whatever it may be, Legion Commander dispels it off, gets a Fire Blast from Ogre, a Winter's Curse into Boat. It is just great counter-initiation as Omni, the final ban from Vici, getting rid of a save and a sustain that Void and Storm would have loved to have just to allow them that aggressive movement forward. Are we assuming mid Kunkka here for Vici Gaming, or do you think they put it safe lane and have a... What would you put against a Storm Spirit as your last pick? I guess they have the final pick, so they don't have to worry about it too much.
They could definitely switch Kunkka on the side lane and put something else, some like Yule's carrier on the mid lane against the Faceless Void. Puck is one that comes to my mind, but yeah, I still feel like it's going to be a mid Kunkka and they're going to have a safe laner since they just saw a Brewmaster, so they want to think of the matchup against the Brew.
Let's go Razor. Brewmaster 3. It's more team fight, it's more chaos, and it's another hero that can kind of jump, Cyclone up someone. So you'll have Storm jumping Wyvern, Brew jumps the Legion, or whoever else it may be, just to try and get them out of the fight.
I'm not sure if they want to go like Raid King. It's one of the heroes that works well against the Faceless Void. You don't care about Chrono, but they go with Jug instead.
Very solid lineup from Vici Gaming. Not really too reliant on long cooldowns. They've got Winter's Curse is the biggest one. Everyone else pretty happy just to play these little skirmishes in and out.
Yeah, they have long cooldowns, but the difference is they can still take a fight if you compare it to Newbee's lineup. Like if there's no Brewmaster ulti, no Faceless Void ulti, they will not be.
And they need that early game to go so well for themselves. This is execution heavy from Newbee. You know, their smoke ganks, their vision, everything has to be spot on perfect to find the targets they need at the times they require. I think it's just more ease of execution, more comfortable for Vici Gaming this draft overall here in Game 3.
Oh, for sure. It just feels like much easier Dota to play. Like you throw a couple of spells, Kunkka X marks, follow it up. They have no save. Juggernaut should have an okay laning stage. Like you have this Juggernaut who's going to be buffed by Legion Commander and Ogre.
Oh.
So attack speed is going to be enormous.
That's going to be insane. Let's see Swift Slash again. Hoping to have another Aghanim Scepter Juggernaut as we get ourselves into Game 3 here of this best of 3. Of course, the ESL 1 LA 2020, sponsored by Mercedes with the MVP. And away we go. Vici Gaming up against Newbee here. Lower bracket round 1. And the winner of this game goes up against eHome in that lower bracket final. As RNG are already waiting in the best of 5 grand final for their opponents on Sunday. We get ourselves into the laning stage. Ori playing Kunkka over on VG, heading to mid. Yang, PYW, and DY, your Legion, Wyvern, and Ogre, securing bounty rooms down south, facing off against a Mugi, Void, a Faith Lich. And top lane, Wizard with Vici, the Brewmaster and Phoenix, spotting Eurus Juggernaut there, and of course the last one is AQ Storm in towards mid. As
This is the build that I love to see.
There's a fight happening
They're
bottom
trying
lane.
to bait Ogre, Orb of Phantom. There's going to be a lot of slow.
Yang is dropping low, but he's just going to turn and fight Faith. That Frost Blast is a good amount of damage, but they've got first blood. Yang still surviving. The headdress and the stick keeping him alive. And Mugi just has to time walk away from danger. But that's first blood. That's outpost for the Dire team. 2 bounty runes down bottom. They could think about maybe moving someone up top quickly to try and get some, but it looks like they are slow lumbering heroes, and of course no TPs. Eurus considering the bounty rune snipe and deciding better of it.
It's such a tough decision for Faceless Void in this kind of scenario where he needs to either get time locked, he goes for a kill, gets it, and then dies after that because he just fully committed, or just gets a time walk and it's more of a safe play,
Sure is. So what do we get? 2 for 2 bounties, but first blood in the hands of the Dire team, who actually got the first blood. PYW on the Winter Wyvern. So headdress already being here, and now a Ring of Bassi coming down bottom lane. Gonna be real good here for Vici Gaming. Arctic Burn gets one hit in onto Faith. Good harassment onto Mugi as well. Mid lane, AQ against Ori. Kunkka Storm matchup, pretty interesting, both with that spill damage, getting massive amounts of harassment already towards their opponents.
We might see an early kill in this lane.
It's a very tight one. Like both of you playing on the edge, both have Fairy Fires? Yeah, of course they do. They know how close this matchup can be. Ori. Torrent.
A lot of mind games.
I don't want to look bottom, I want to look mid, but Yang is dropping low. Faith's just spamming out this Frost Blast, but they've shoved the lane forward. This will make things a little easier now for PYW to get the trades into these 2 heroes. They've got no headdress down bottom on the Radiant side, so they'll be losing out in the long-term regen battle. As mid again, I've got to keep tabs on this because a Vortex into another Remnant. Ori Fairy Fire turns the fight under his tier 1, but AQ gets himself that kill, beautifully done with that early point in Electric Vortex.
And that's a full bottle for him. Sadly, there's no 2-minute runes. This is how you snowball. I think this is what Ice Frog wanted to do. Just remove this snowball effect and you get a lucky region or double damage rune, and suddenly you're just winning the lane for yourself.
I'm a little bit surprised AQ didn't go for the play where he, kills himself. Like he gets the kill and then dies to tower, just so he can respawn full HP, full mana. But I guess with the bottle, he will regen up enough and then wait for the 4-minute rune where we see that big collapse from the side lanes come in with a 2v2 or even a 3v3 mid to get those early active runes going. Now, Lacoste, how's top lane going? Because we've ignored it pretty much completely.
I have no clue, Gary. I was just watching the mid lane and bottom.
Well, I'm watching
So
mid again. Shut up.
Juggernaut-
No, AQ's going again. Ori's back under his tower, but that trading. Even though AQ dropped incredibly low, bottles back up. Ori has the salve. Top lane, Lacoste. What's happening?
Juggernaut, 1 point in healing ward. As we've seen in the previous game, they have sustain for him and his boy Ogre. Ogre, very tanky. 1 point in ignite and orb of venom. So if they want to chase down this brewmaster, they can, even though he's super tanky. Exact 1000 HP, 3 minutes in.
Oh, beautiful. That one branch makes all the difference. Only 700 on Eurus. 6 armor, though, on him. This magic damage from Vici being dodged a little bit by the Juggernaut for now. 18-0 on the Storm. Kunkka 19-1, though. Securing some very good farm. And X-Mark on the level 4 Storm with a Torrent to follow and a rotation in from Ogre. DY will help secure a kill as Ori takes down the Storm, gets that revenge. And Phoenix's rotation not able to turn the tides of that battle.
So it doesn't matter that much who gets the 4-minute rune, unless Ogre gets like a region. Other than that, it's not gonna be anything significant. There it is, I called for it.
Well, he gets about 30 mana
gets
off
cancelled.
it, and it's cancelled out by the Phoenix. You called for it, and it comes. So bot lane, Yang just dragging waves into the pulls from Lich, making sure that lane equilibrium is always going to be in Vici's favor. A very even farm trade between Legion and Void.
And as you said, they're losing this region battle. Winter Wyvern using Splinter Blast. Okay, this should be a kill.
Yeah, he's not got Time Walk anymore, and the clicks from Arctic Burn clearing through the Void's HP pool. Yang and
Tough spot
PYW
for
winning
Void.
out.
You go for Time Walk after the Splinter Blast is used, and then you play passive. Or you just need to be ready to die.
Well, he was ready for the death for sure.
Ready for die number 2.
Yeah, Faith cutting through the trees, finding a little hidey hole, and now TPing. Nothing to cancel it, so a good retreat back to his tier 2. But it leaves Mugi alone down here for now. Storm has a big stack made up for him, thanks to Phoenix. Vici rotating back up top. It seems like Wizard has been doing decently up here, even though he is all alone against a Juggernaut and an Ogre now. 20 CS, closing in on level 5, diving in onto DY. Vici realizes that this is a tanky Ogre with 5 stick charges, and oh, Faith, he's got no TP. PYW, he needs a Splinter Blast target off the Ancients or something, I don't know, he's holding on to it. Arctic Burn comes out now, he'll secure this kill one way or the other. Using Splinter Blast to actually kill him off, so there's no chance of a denial.
And Lich's TP is in cooldown for 30 seconds, so he needs to walk back to a lane. Bottom lane is not going well for them.
At all.
So, yeah, we can see Storm Spirit already there to help his bro out.
Legion pops the wand and tries to run. AQ and Mugi making short work of it.
Definitely a kill that they needed. You don't expect this early rotation from Storm Spirit, but exactly what Newbee needed, they just did. One of the reasons why I love watching them when they have a good draft, how they execute it, the general understanding how to approach a team fight where you need to send out help top lane.
Yeah, Eurus, some really nice maneuvering of his healing ward there. Vici tried to dive in to kill off the ward. It was microed beautifully. He turns to spin, playing it tight here, but a rotation from Kunkka. You talked about the Storm on bottom, and now Ori's like, hello, I'm coming top. We'll get a kill on your offlaner then. And Vici Gaming leading 5-2. Almost 7 minutes in, looking very good across their 3 core heroes. Giving them all great laning stage.
Now Jug got level 6 from that kill, which also threatens another kill if Panda comes back to a lane. I mean, he has to come back to a lane. It's not like he's gonna stay at the fountain. Like, screw you guys, I'm not playing. Jug is level 6.
It's not like a Darkseer that goes jungle or something. Like, nah, I'm not coming back to lane. I'm gonna go farm. They will get some little chip damage here on the tier 1 with a catapult, but the wave dragged back by Wizard, well done. We'll make sure they mitigate the majority of it. Level 6 on Legion coming very soon. do you want to see a play made around the duel? Like, duel onto Mugi, maybe bring a couple of heroes in?
Kunkka needs to rotate, otherwise they don't have enough damage.
Well, he's going to go for the X boat. And the Torrent to complete the kill on Phoenix. PYW snipes it and gets a killing spree. We'll see if they decide to come bottom to play around that duel, but it's actually going to be Mugi and Faith that move forward onto Yang for now. Sinister Gaze back. Mugi still holding the chrono, and he can catch a couple of heroes here. Does beautifully, but the Cold Embrace already onto Yang means they heal and sustain will allow them to turn this back. DY swings in from the left-hand side, and Juggernaut ready with the Omni Slash as they focus the Lich. The duel from Yang will secure them bonus damage. Faith falls, and I wonder, can they actually do anything to this tier 1? Because Void says, see ya, I'm going top.
The mirror movement, that's what we see. They understand that they can't defend the bottom tower. Juggernaut just TP'd with Omni Slash, so they're gonna pressure the top lane. Even though there's no catapult. Where's Wyvern? He does not have a TP for another 40 seconds. In this scenario, Wyvern really shines, just standing here and using Splinter Blast to delay any kind of push. First Chronosphere was not used to maximum efficiency. They didn't get any kills out of it, so 2 minutes without it, which should allow Vici Gaming to play more aggressive.
And it's just that half second of hesitation. Maybe if Mugi had felt the rotation coming a little bit sooner, that chrono could have killed the Legion and then maybe a secondary target in the Winter Wyvern, but a little too late on it. Vici do get the tier 1 bot. The trade is there as Mugi takes out top lane. But this always feels better early game for the Dire side. They swing into the jungle, they take control of the mid lane. It feels more natural to be able to play where the Legion is right now. Yang plays that kind of front line, Ogre's here on the high ground, and Kunkka shoves in the wave mid, forcing Newbee to come in and defend.
Wyvern is getting a lot from this. He's gonna hit level 6 before 10-minute mark. And I want to see a rotation from Wyvern on the mid lane after finishing this creep wave. They know that there's no Chronosphere.
Void snagging up the outpost. Winter Wyvern's going to be here to turn it back, though. Now, Mugi needs a bash off this first hit. Of course he does. Outpost still being attempted here by PYW as the boat, after that Winter's Curse, connecting onto Void with a duel. Who cares Outpost when we can get a winner on this Legion?
They were controlling the bottom outposts for Vici Gaming. This is not a good spot for Faithless Void to be in right now. Still 20 seconds without the Chronosphere. Both supports on their side, level 5, so they need to get one of those to level 6. Storm Spirit, very active.
Yeah, Kunkka completely caught out on the wrong side of the map. And AQ, with that Frost Shield, able to get in on top of him very quickly. They defend their mid-tier 1. It's half HP. Catapult Wave coming in to do nothing, though. Vici Gaming can't really group up behind it without their Kunkka now. But this is so much space for Euros, who has switched things up a little bit. No Battle Fury, instead the Yasha after a single Wraith Band, and now into Diffusal Blade. Against Storm, great, but I think against Void, even better. Super reliant on his limited mana pool. Needs Time Walk, needs Chronosphere. Some pretty hefty mana cost with Time Dilation thrown in there as well.
Newbee is smoked, but they're not having Faceless Void. They might actually catch Faceless Void.
Well, the Supernova mid, Ori, has been found by this big gank squad of Newbee. 2 kills in quick succession on that mid. Kunkka puts Ori out of the game for a full minute or so death-wise. Faceless Void Mugi still okay up top as Yang comes in to TP and defend the mid tower as Winter Wyvern gets a curse onto one solitary target. And Wizard still holding the Primal Split if they really desperately need it, but so far, both mid-tier 1s taken to half HP and both sides defending valiantly.
I don't think Vici Gaming lost anything out of this. Faceless Void got some of them. Farm on the top lane, they defended the tower. So far, it's okay. I mean, of course, it's better to not die.
It's better to not die. Wise words, Lacoste.
Very wise. I want to see a smoke behind Faceless Void with Lich and Phoenix Supernova once it's up. They have a lot of kill potential. Chronosphere, we've seen one on the bottom lane. Like, you should not be saving that. Just grabbing a kill and support early on is still very valuable.
defending their stacks in this jungle. Kunkka clearing out some ancient counts now as he works his way towards the armlet. What's Void got? About a grand until he has that Maelstrom. Double Wraithband treads. Storm, Kaya done, working on the Bloodstone. TPing top outpost, and PYW, Winter's Curse in 2 seconds, the ball lightning in onto Yang, but here comes a sick curse from PYW, buys time for the Legion to turn with the press the attack and the duel. It's going to be a kill onto Mugi's Void. Down you go, and AQ caught by the torrent. That Sunray, yes it kills Yang, but the trouble being, Phoenix falling, a 2-for-1, and AQ, very limited mana, no one charges, bottling up as best he can, zip away about 1,000 range, and that's him safe and sound.
We also did not see a single primal split. You have these abilities, you want to play around them. If you're not doing it right now, Brewmaster is not the hero that scales.
It's been a rough one, and his primary job, I felt, was going to be jumping backlines with the Storm. Going Bracer into Vlad's, not getting the Blink Dagger, but do you reckon Blink comes next?
I feel like he needs it to create chaos. Find Wyvern, even though it's gonna be really late in my opinion. You're playing against Juggernaut, who just kills those pandas so quickly. Same goes for Legion Commander, like Kunkka with the splash damage. It's not a good Brewmaster game to start with.
And this is Kunkka now with an armlet. 6k net worth. Ori has cleared out, what, a triple ancient stack earlier on. Some big stacks in the jungle now. Working on a BKB. Very swiftly looking to hit that timing. Faith out in the open, caught by a multicast. Torrent, easy connection by Vici Gaming. And 30 seconds before the bounty rune spawning, it looks like Vici in a pretty good spot to gather up maybe 3 or 4. Winter's Curse mid. AQ taking a massive amount of damage, but unfortunately the boat comes too late, so they'll focus the Brewmaster instead, who Primal splits out and looks to disengage. Cyclone up the Winter Wyvern and run away.
Now, one of the reasons why Brewmaster is not that popular, do much with your first Primal split, second one, it just feels like you're not having your offlaner. So you expended 2-minute ulti cooldown. You didn't do anything, you used it defensively. Okay, they got a kill on Yang.
They do manage to bring him down. Bounty runes, where are we? So Ori does get the double top. Eurus takes one as well, and yeah, like I said, in a great position to take all 4 bounties. Oh, Grove Bow, AQ, very low on mana here. Nothing to stop the TP though, very good decision, as both heroes will get out from the grasp of the Juggernaut. Where's the Void at? He's got Maelstrom done now, 15, almost 16 minutes in. Sitting middle of the pack, alongside that Brewmaster and Legion.
Oh. I see Void going for full Mjolnir. I still feel like you need a BKB to take a fight. There is no save in your team. Even though they have like a lot of abilities that go through magic immunity, Winter's Curse, Duel, Omni Slash, I still feel like you need BKB to take a fight with your team.
Orchid Rush on Wyvern. Making a play onto Wizard down south. Goes for the TP out, and the Sunray keeps him alive. But Yang trying to dive in behind tier 2. The Phoenix already using that Icarus dive. He's been spotted out. Torrent closes out any escape. And the duel for Yang. 40 bonus damage now, and they've got a Winter's Curse onto the Lich. Faith, unfortunately for him, getting X back into the Eurus Juggernaut. But PYW is unstoppable. This is the 6-0-2 Winter Wyvern. Lacoste, you wanted this hero much earlier on in the tournament. You said it was going to be contested. Finally, we're seeing the strength of this POS 4 Winter Wyvern. Denying the tower?
Deny the tower, yeah.
He might lose his life for this.
Easy clap.
Torrent Boat will zone out AQ. And PYW having a gorgeous game. Juggernaut, bottom, they're zipping in onto DY. AQ wants this pick off, and he will be able to find the Ogre. Can they find the Eurus Jug? Cyclone into the air. He's got spin TP, but the Chrono comes through. Supernova there, and they've expended a lot to try and take down the Jug, but there's the Torrent stopping this initiation, and Eurus is going to try and bail away. They've got PYW here, but with no spells remaining, so the Sunray clears up the Juggernaut, and Vici Gaming overextending. Ori's left high and dry, with Yang destroyed by Storm, and poor Kunkka. A 5-man wipe. Vici come in, piecemeal, one by one, and Newbee say, thank you very much. We'll take it all.
Finally, we see the power of Newbee's lineup. They group up as 5. They use Chronosphere and the Egg at the same time, plus a Chain Frost. They already used the both and Wyvern ulti, so perfect timing for Newbee to actually take a fight.
Still behind on net worth, and now, see, this is the problem. Yes, you win a team fight. Yes, you get a 5-man wipe, but all your spells on cooldown. And Vici Gaming are still technically in the lead, you know, net worth-wise, scaling-wise, it feels like they're doing very well. You've given yourself some breathing room, but it doesn't feel like you've swung the game, even with a 5-man wipe. No Roshan, no objectives. Yeah.
Faceless Void needed more time to recover. Wyvern will have like 20-minute Orchid on top of Bassi, Headdress, and full mana boots. Like, he's gonna become a core. You give this Wyvern Bloodlust, level 10, 60 damage, he hits like a truck.
And look at the movement from Vici. They know that they are still strong, and they know that these ultis on cooldown on the Radiant side means that if they get a couple of pickoffs, Roshan opens up to them. Tier 2s are available for them. But very safe, passive play from Newbee. Wizard, the only one showing out on the map in that mid lane, as Void, Phoenix, Lich, and Storm all hiding away in the jungle, playing into top. 1 minute for outposts. Currently held 1 apiece.
They have no saving abilities on Newbee. Storm Spirit, I love this one. Buys the Ult Scepter for himself before finishing the Bloodstone. Extra mana regen. He can duel himself if Kunkka is using X Mark. Great against Juggernaut. Also, just Ult Sceptering Legion Commander, Dispelling Bloodlust. Very cool item to have in this game.
Messing up Kunkka's combos and all that stuff as well. What's Orchid now? Very close. 100 gold away for PYW, and Vici Gaming have been making stacks. I don't ever see them doing it, but whenever I look in their jungle, there's like triple stacks made up. Here for Yang, PYW to clear through. Juggernaut, Manta, Diffusal Blade, 11,000 net worth. Strongest hero on the map right now. Mugi might just walk into him. No, Bounty Runes spawn. Eurus more focused on killing off neutral creeps, though. Speaking of neutrals, any interesting items here for either side?
I take Robo on Wyvern, reducing their magical resistance on top of Orchid, which is magical. So that's gonna be great. Also attack range.
Winter's Curse top to stop this initiation onto Ori, and it's caught 3 of them, but the Supernova will be able to get a decent stun if Vici Gaming stick around. Their Primal Split coming out, and there's the Chain Frost into the creeps, though. PYW blown up, and Kunkka will follow. They dug their own grave, trying to save one of their teammates. Storm Spirit stunned and dueled up, but the Sunray keeping him up. The Storm's going to survive. AQ, he's still alive some way, somehow. 3 heroes down, but Eurus is powerful. Battling back, killing Lich and Storm, and Wizard with the TP out means a 2 for 4. And you start to wonder, where was that Void?
Faceless Void just casually farming on the bottom lane. Was this the first Omni Slash we've seen in the game? I believe so.
It feels like it. I think he used one in the fight down bottom, but I'm not sure. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to Eurus.
Also, there was a fight with Storm Spirit having Arcane Rune, which helps them a lot. Once again, we see the power of Phoenix in this meta.
Yeah, fighting around that Supernova.
Yeah, they did not have Faceless Void to defend it, but still managed to get a good fight. They killed 4 members of Vici and lost 2. Juggernaut just casually buying Tome of Knowledge for himself, talking about the greed, huh?
Brewmaster. Vlad's Helm into BKB. No blink in sight.
Pure right-click damage.
I guess Helm gives you the bonus damage on your split Brewlings, right?
Yes.
20% more damage. 50% on player units. Do they count as play? That always confused me. 50% bigger effect on player units. We'll see what happens. When he splits, we'll look at the damage of them, see what they get bonus-wise.
All right, you do that.
I
do
will.
the math. After the split, this is the first thing you do, Gary. I'm counting on you.
I'll try. We just see Brewmaster so rarely now. This seems like a pretty cool build. And if you get 70% bonus damage on the Earth Spirit hitting towers, you're going to shred buildings. Juggernaut has Aghanim Scepter very nearly done. 900 gold away. PYW wants an Ether Lens now. As Ori and Yang toying with the Storm, but AQ doesn't want to play. Wizard holding high ground near the Roche Pit. Watching Legion and Kunkka come up the ramp. He's got Centaur Stomp to hold him in place. Frost Shield on the Centaur as well. And Ori, once more, has put himself in a very aggressive position. He's popped his BKB and he's looking to snipe Faith's Lich. Oh, well, they've lost the Lich. Now, where's this plus 17 damage? So, no, it's not that much more, is it? It's only the 20%, it looks like. Can they get the Brewmaster here? They should have an X mark, and he's got no blink to get out. Sunray, but he's silenced up. The heal comes out, but Phoenix says, nah, I'm out of here. Quick duel back into Wizard. And 2 pickoffs. I thought Kunkka put himself in danger there. But in fact, it's Vici Gaming that are able to get the upper hand in that fight and potentially go Roshan.
Yeah, I have no clue, to be honest, Gary, what Faithless Void is doing this game. Besides just hitting the creeps.
Getting BKB, yeah. Oh, Storm zipping out.
This is the second fight that he did not participate in. Also nice positioning from Wizard. I thought that it's going to be much better for them. I mean, there's a tier 1 tower on the top lane. Faceless Void could easily just TP there, time walk, and he would be in the middle of a team fight.
It's been odd, hasn't it? Mugi. I mean, once he has BKB, it is absolutely go time. Supernova, Chronosphere already, Bloodstone here for the Storm. They're going to hit their timing one way or another, and to be honest, Vici Gaming aren't that far ahead. So when we see the next big team fight from Newbee, they want to do it on the enemy side of the map, around a tier 2, potentially near this high ground.
Double smoke. A little bit of misplay from Newbee there.
Sad.
At the same time.
Let's see what they can do with it, because Roshan is definitely available off the back of this. If they can get the 5v5 that they so desire. Roshan straight into the pit, in fact. They've got good ways of zoning Vici Gaming out. As Ogre still looking to frontline and scout anyone coming his way. Sentries down, Observer Ward out. So Vision now removed. Dire with a better warding right now. That deep Observer Ward sees this high ground that holds Roshan for the Radiant.
Tier 3 items starting to drop. Titan Sliver for Void. Mindbreaker. That's such a good one on Wyvern.
Well, they give it to the Juggernaut for now. Eurus is the one that wanted it, and they smoke. Roshan drops. Aegis into the hands of Storm. DY is on the front lines. The Supernova's popped. Wizard holding Primal Split. They'll cold embrace DY as the focus comes through. AQ's out of mana completely. DY's still alive. Finally will die, and AQ, he's dropped. Aegis gone. Eurus still has Omni Slash, and the Lich, he's blown up by the Paparazzi Jug. It is a trade back as Legion and Ogre both drop, but Winter Wyvern caught by Storm, still with a big mana pool after the Aegis pop, but the Chrono from Mugi does very little here. The spin and the BKB buying time for Eurus and Ori. Finally, Newbee get the kill. Wizard with a double. The Brewmaster coming into a life of his own, and the Sinister Gaze on the Ogre drags him back into the waiting arms of the Brewlings, while Vici Gaming getting wiped off the face of the map. DY dies back, and Newbee, did they lose anyone? Faith is the one that fell.
Faith bought back. Even though this, I mean, Vici Gaming used way too many ultis trying to get a kill, and Juggernaut was isolated in the end. I think if he got the ulti on the Faceless Void, he would score a kill after that time walk, but it would not matter. So it's a full team wipe.
6 heroes dead on Vici Gaming. I mean, team wipe +1 with a dieback on the Ogre.
Didn't look good. They used Phoenix Egg, Lich ulti on Ogre, who didn't even die there. But with the Brewmaster, it's easy to cut in the back lines, find this Juggernaut, toss him in the air, kill his healing ward. This is what's important, to kill the sustain.
And that was what Mugi was waiting for. Making fun of him for hitting creeps, but he comes out with a BKB. They secure Roche. Massive team fight victory, and now the swing. From a 2,500 lead that Vici Gaming were holding for quite some time. Now a 6,000 lead for Newbee. And this is their way back into the game. Telescope coming out for the Phoenix. Let's have a look. Neutral items. You mentioned the tier 3s now available for them. Orb of Destruction, Titan Sliver, Greater Fairy Fire, and Telescope for the Radiant team. Sorry. And over on the Dire, they've not hit enough jungle creeps. They've only got the Mindbreaker as they jump the Phoenix with Winter's Curse, and the duel should arrive to clear through Vici. Ori X marks himself back, trying to clear out that mid wave. Arcane Rune bottom for Storm, refills his bottle. And here comes Newbee yet again with Alpha Wolf, Wizard, BKB fresh in his inventory.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Storm is causing a lot of issues. He's way too tanky to kill, and he's not allowing them. He's just scouting things out for his team going in and out. Now with your Arcane Rune, it's going to be even much easier.
So Vici forcing this top part of the map. Onto tier 2s. Eurus and Ori. Difficult targets to stick on. But Newbee have their full ability set ready. Every ulti, green lights are go. Sinister Gaze to start things off. Eurus spin and tries to run. Storm kills the healing ward, and now the silence onto the Winter Wyvern. The sick team fight split here is beautiful for them as AQ gets the kill on PYW and Juggernaut falls inside the Sun Ray. Down goes Eurus. Chase onto DY. Ogre will be the third one to drop, and they've got a Yule Scepter up on the Kunkka. He didn't BKB TP. It was a naked one again, Lacoste, and it's disaster striking for Vici Gaming as Newbee stick it to the man. Another team wipe coming because Yang, he's found, ooh, not quite found. I've spoken too soon. That Frost Shield on the Alpha Wolf doesn't clip him. Sunray, Fiery Spirits trying to find the little Legion. Yang has a TP and a blink in 3 seconds. It looks like he might just be able to get out of danger. Back into the trees.
He should be able to get out, but look at the mid lane.
Oh man, you're right, they're on tier 3s. There are 2 supports chasing the Legion, and then tier 3 is shredded by Mugi and AQ.
Winter Wyvern really hates playing into Storm Spirit. Even though he had an amazing amount of farm, has that Orchid, Storm Spirit just zips in, uses that Orchid, and you don't have ways of dispelling that. And then you're just done. And nice to place Chronosphere from Faceless Void on Juggernaut. So these fights are without Juggernaut using Swift Slash nor Omni Slash.
Stupendous.
Sad times for Paparazzi. Very different to his previous Juggernaut game with that Battle Fury into very fast Manta and then Aghanims. But a double damage rune bottom. Gonna get scouted out by everyone here. Storm zips in and snags it up. Vici Gaming unable to get it for themselves. And it feels like now the map belongs to Newbee completely. 3 minutes until fast spawn on Roshan. And all Newbee needs to do now is kind of hold their lanes, right? They're smoking out and looking for a pick-off somewhere. But as long as they can keep 2 or even 3 of their lanes at the river or pushed across, a team fight... Oh, hello. They've got the Sinister Gaze. Yang, he can pop his pipe and press the attack, but it is too little, too late. 4 heroes surround the Legion in the jungle, and it is not a place that she wanted to be. But yeah, as long as Newbee can kind of just hold their lanes, any team fight at any choke point, Roshan or on an objective near a tier 2, it just seems to be theirs. As long as they've got their ultis, which they do in 10 seconds for that Chronosphere now. It is Newbee, Newbee, Newbee all the way home.
Juggernaut needs to be protected in a team fight with the boat, with press the attack, and most importantly, Cold Embrace if he gets caught inside the Chronosphere.
Another Alpha Wolf. Tons of bonus damage on the Void.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
18 dual... Mugi has a dual victory as well. Easy bonus damage.
Oh, another Arcane Rune. on top of double damage rune.
Hell yeah. Storm itching to go and get the rune. Bot lane shoved, mid lane shoved. And that's why Vici Gaming are trying to play around top with Manta Illusions coming out of the Juggernaut. But this dire jungle belongs to Newbee. I would love that tier 2 top sitting on 650 health.
Dire are scanning.
Scanning around Roshan, but it's still about a minute until the fastest spawn, so it feels like potentially both teams losing track a little bit of the Roshan timer in these big hectic team fights that ensue around it.
Titan Sliver and Satanic gives Faceless Void 40% status resistance, so these stuns, silences are not gonna last that long. Jug just completed his MKB. I see Faceless Void going for Butterfly. He can swap things around.
Eurus pops the Lincolns on AQ with a Diffusal Blade. This Storm Spirit, what is he up to? The Void arrives, Chrono onto the Juggernaut, no spin remaining, Storm Spirit still up and running, and Eurus, he's trapped inside, the Sunray burns him down, he tries to Omni Slash around, but he's run out of space and time. That was Swift Slash, not Omni Slash, so he didn't waste his ulti, but they're going to lose 2 cores with no buyback. And Mugi chases on for more with AQ, DY. They dug their own grave there, sticking around far too long. AQ Storm really playing with the hearts of the Vici Gaming fans now.
Yeah, over the past few days, we've seen a lot of teams in China just calling out the premature GG. And this might be it. This is one more fight. If they get caught, who has a buyback? Juggernaut does not have a buyback. He committed fully to that MKB.
Winter Wyvern and Ogre, the only dire heroes with the buyback. Tier 3 top looks pretty simple. Mid-ranged racks dropping as well to that big creep wave. Void and Storm focusing the building. 27 Bloodstone charges. Lincoln Sphere popped out by something there. What was that? X mark, I guess? Something popped in. Down goes another lane of barracks. Oh no, he put it onto the Void. Never mind. I'm a dumbass, Lacoste.
Yes, you are. No, you're not.
I was like, why is it on cooldown? What's happened?
You're a very enjoyable person.
Where do we go
just
now?
Spawned, so that's Cheese and Aegis.
Well, that answers my question.
Let's go, one more fight.
Vici Gaming need to defend so much here, though. Top lane, mid lane, and Roshan completely free for Newbee. Aegis for Storm, Cheese for Void. Or do you want to do it the other way around? No, that's the way they go for it. Storm Aegis, of course, one of the best, if not the best, in the game. Brew on the front lines, found. Blink, dual, Omni Slash. In we go with a commitment onto Brew. That will delay the push from Newbee a little bit. 80 seconds on the sidelines now, and Vici Gaming thinking about playing aggressively, but there are bounty runes to be gathered, and there's no real fast way to get to bottom lane for any kind of push.
Yeah, really not a place to be for that Brewmaster, unless you want to, you know, lose the game on purpose. You're having too much fun. 20,000 net worth lead. I mean, every game is losable if you try hard enough.
What's this casual demon edge on Mugi?
I think his switching and buying
MKB?
full dataless or going for MKB. Is there? Yeah, there is.
There's
Two
Vlads.
Heavens Albert about to be finished. So I think MKB.
That's fair enough. And I've seen Juggernaut has Rapier queued up.
Definitely an item that he needs to risk going for. Otherwise, they don't have enough damage. This Kanka, at this point, doesn't do that much. Like, he uses the combo even if he gets to use it. Otherwise, his right-click damage is just not there.
PYW. 3,000 gold saved up. We need to keep eyes on buyback as well, don't we? Juggernaut, 200 off it. 400 for Kunkka. Legion, 1,000 away. And the two supports do on Vici Gaming have buyback. But you look at the green lights again. On this newbie side, every ulti available. And they are ready to move forward and play into this mid lane, which is already shoved thanks to the super creeps coming in. Bottom lane, not in a great place here for Newbee, but they can play off this high ground and start clearing waves with the Storm Spirit.
Oh, it's a full refresher on Phoenix at the moment.
Oh,
Having
goddamn.
2 ultis, 2 sun rays is just going to be way too much. How far is Juggernaut from this?
Miles away.
4,000 gold away from it.
Absolutely miles
Or what
away.
if he sells Magic Wand? Just kidding.
Yep, sell Magic Wand. There we go. He's got Rapier now. Assault Cuirass being picked up soon by Ori, but they are spending all of their money. Buybacks are no longer available for Vici Gaming. They're trying to all in on items. And there's that high ground hold from Newbee, clearing out the bottom and the mid wave, so multiple lanes of pressure going the way of Vici Gaming. High ground ward from the Dire just to try and make a fight happen around some form of vision outside of their base. They've got a duel. Finding Faith. He was there trying to de-ward, but again, you know, that vision they get outside of their base, they find a pick. And that buys them a little more time, a little bit of space. Jump in onto DY's Ogre, though, with a Cold Embrace. PYW slows things down, but it should still be a kill on the Ogre, as he has buyback available. But look at this, jump into Yules. Legion Commander blinks straight on out. The pipe was there.
Phoenix ulti. Wasted. He has Refresher, don't forget.
That is true. But that pipe, the buff getting used by Yang just before getting Yules, allows him to blink away as the damage blocked. Eurus. 3,500 saved. Zip in towards the Ogre. AQ really is just trying to toy with him with these auto remnants being spammed out in a minefield of destruction.
This is worse than playing against techies. Look at this.
Yeah. It's nonsense. How are we looking Aegis-wise? 1 minute. Still have the cheese on the Void. He's got Daedalus queued up now. Mugi wants more damage. Only 1 buyback on this Dire team. 2 now. Oh, of course, Juggernaut. I mean, I don't really count Juggernauts. He's saving for Rapier. He's probably going to all in for it when he gets the money. He doesn't really want to buy back. But it's coming to the point where Newbee have such a firm grasp on the entire map that Vici Gaming are just going through the motions. You know, they are just stuck in their base, bunkered down, clearing waves one after the other, while both outposts belong to Newbee. And there is very little way to get outside. They are in quarantine right now.
If Newbee wants to play this safe, they can wait for the next Roche.
Or if they want to find a double damage rune top.
Aegis is about to expire. Storm Spirit building a BKB. Faceless Void will finish his MKB. Oh my god, Faceless Void has 3,000 gold on top of that. Tier 4 items. Let's see. Havoc Hammer, Ninja Gear for Jug.
Okay. It's not bad. 20 agi, 30 move speed, and of course the little smoke. Scan from the Radiant, not catching a glimpse of anybody. And again, Newbee put themselves in that prime position on the Dire triangle. Multi-pronged attack in towards the enemy base from both mid and bottom. Oh, Minotaur Horn for the for the Centaur, for the Brewmaster. He's got Havoc Hammer, so I wonder, did you give that to your Void? Give it to Storm Spirit? Oh, give it to Storm. Hand it over.
Bell Prism. Alright, that's flying to Storm Spirit, I assume. Witless Shackle on Lich. Everyone is so tanky at the moment. 3,000 HP on him. Brewmaster with Eon Disc. Havoc Hammer sitting at 4,000. Bell Prism on Storm Spirit, of course.
Phoenix is the one with the Minotaur Horn. High ground ward, Newbee sees everything, and they watch Yang walk up onto the ramp all alone. Supernova expended very early on. There is no way for Vici Gaming to fight around this. They Cold Embrace, but it is not enough. And with no buyback on Yang, this is now a 5 versus 4.
Helm, Alpha Wolf, double damage, Lincoln Sphere, Solar Crest.
Let's go Void. glyph up onto the buildings, but even that doesn't stop him from going. Omni slash, no, just a quick slash onto Wizard. Still holding BKB and Primal Split. Eon Disc, like you mentioned there, available as well. But Newbee clearing through buildings at a rapid rate. 26k net worth lead, and Vici Gaming with no answer and no response, even with the draft they had. So many counter-initiation tools, but the brunt of the attack is coming under their tier 4s. X mark up onto Mugi, but he's got BKB cheese if he needs to. The torrent won't connect, and Ori's dropping so bloody quickly. Gone for 80 seconds, and a two-man chrono in the back. Call GG, it's over. 2-1 victory as Mugi slices and dices through Eurus. Juggernaut gets one final Omni Slash, but the game ends before anything further happens, and Newbee will be your victorious team here in this lower bracket round 1.
This was some serious ass beating by Newbee. Their decision making in the mid game, how to approach team fights, when to go for roche smoke gangs. This team really looks like the second strongest team in China right now besides RNG. I would rate Newbee higher than eHome.
Yeah, they sure look that way. I think I'm the same. And Newbee, yeah, facing off against eHome on Sunday as that losers bracket round 2, or the loser bracket final up against eHome best of 3, should be at 7 a.m. CEST. But of course, we do quickly have to talk about the Mercedes MVP as we round out our series here. I think it's still the same as yesterday, you know. We have FY still at 39% from the Huya votes. We've got ourselves maybe at 11.76 and Eurus at 14.79. So those are the top 3 so far for the Mercedes MVP here for China. Probably should change by Sunday, of course, as we have no more LGD in the playoffs. Sad times for them. But there we have it, Lacoste. We're all done and dusted for today. Our best of 3 comes to a close. Nothing tomorrow. The games did get moved around. I believe China has a day of mourning tomorrow, so there'll be no matches set up on Saturday. Instead, we start 7 a.m. CEST, which is 1 p.m. Chinese time or Singaporean time, 5 a.m. UTC, Universal Central Time there for the lower bracket round 2. And the grand final best of 5 on Sunday as well, which is scheduled to start at 10 a.m. CEST, hopefully straight after that best of 3 lower bracket final. Who are you expecting to see up against RNG there, Lacoste? Newbee?
If Newbee keeps playing like this, I'd say Newbee. Their drafts are really on point, and the way that they can come back into the game with just one quick play is what amazes me. This is what defines a tier 1 team.
Absolutely does. Thanks for watching, guys. That's us done for today. Vici Gaming dropping out here of the ESL 1 Los Angeles 2020 Chinese online tournament, but Newbee looking incredibly potent moving forward. Best of 3 against eHome on Sunday morning. And then, of course, like we've been saying, RNG waiting in that best of 5 grand finals as we're so quickly coming to a close. I've been enjoying these games so much. Group stage was pretty fast. Playoffs speeding through them. But, yeah, China very nearly done. We've got Europe to come after, though.
It's going to be a totally different region. The order of picks, it's just going to be like watching a different game. I'll tell you, Gary.
It should be fun. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Check out the schedules. Join Dota.com, Liquipedia. All have the schedules up, so make sure you keep yourselves informed. And, of course, stay safe, stay home, wash your hands. This coronavirus nonsense is definitely serious. No messing around with it. See you guys on Sunday.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching.